Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to our weekly Minds Roundtable live stream with Roger Hansen. My name is Tan, and we have on the stream Pico's Dave and Karmalov joining us. So it's going to be an
Hi.
exciting live stream. We got more people than two people last time, so welcome everybody.
And that's because you guys definitely failed to communicate effectively.
Oh, we'll get it.
Of course. We're here now. That's all that matters.
Yep.
Okay, since this will be, I mean, Dave has been on Roger's live stream a couple of times. Karma, have you introduced yourself to the stream
Just now? Well,
before?
well, I just say hello. So hi
Yeah, just do a
guys.
quick intro, your background, how long have you joined? Since this is a Minds Roundtable, quick intro on your history with the Mind. When you joined, how long you been, how active you've been on the platform, things like that.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I joined Minds in like June, and I've been just more so absorbing. Like, there was a lot of useful information being posted for a very long time. So that was the main gist of it, to be honest. I never really started opening up until Roger did a stream about the Sumerians, and if I'm saying it wrong, I apologize. But anyway, once it started with that, hey, there's some weirdness. Does anyone else hear that?
Yeah, that's just static. It's been coming through.
Oh, okay. It was like yeah, it was really obnoxious. That's what I was wondering. But so yeah, it's really, really, really loud. And
I wonder it's coming from my side. Let me mute myself and see if you can hear it still.
okay, it's not there now.
Yeah, it's
No, I didn't
heavy.
hear anything. And even when you were talking, there was no sound. Even after I
Okay.
said it, there was none. I was just bringing it because if everyone can hear it, then everyone can hear it. That's the only reason I said something. But anyway, so yeah, I was on here and I was just like learning stuff. And then like I see now you hear it again. And then I talked to, and he did that chat, and he was really like cool and nice. And so I just kind of, I would like to say clung to him, but like his information is definitely very useful. Learn a lot on his streams. So it got to the point to where I know also too people get more, the more support they have, then they can have, you know what I mean, they get benefits. There's essentials, excuse me. Um and so I started showing up just to basically help him kind of, you know what I mean, just so that just so he could do his thing, because it's useful information. Even the stuff I don't understand, like the games and stuff like that, I mean, I still listen because why not? He was cool. So just support the platform. Eventually I'm going to start doing my shows. I do shows, but I don't do them here. So I was eventually going to start doing it here. I just haven't yet.
Okay.
If
Cool.
you,
I see that you post some, you have some decent post
Like quotes and stuff
history
like
on
that.
your
Yeah.
channels. Yeah, yeah. How?
No
What's your like?
affirmations and stuff.
What is your what's your posting schedule kind of like, or do you have a schedule?
Okay.
Uh,
So for me, I based off of the synchronicity. So I usually, and on mines, I haven't been doing it as much. But when I post other places, it's usually based off the synchronicity. It has to be some type of sync. But I'm just now focusing to incorporate mines, because at first I literally was just using it for the information I was learning. And then when I started getting involved with like Roger, I was like, oh wait, you know what? Maybe I'll incorporate mines into my thing. And like I just started getting more. I like just like looking into it. Not really anything to where it's like yes, mines, but it is now. And like I said, recently, just because I felt as though I was reading, you guys were talking about like tokens and all this other stuff, and money's cool. So sometimes anyway. So I was just like, okay, I'll just at least make the attempt. So it'll be like synchronicities, 222s, 111s, 1111, 1010. Yeah, there's so many synchronicities, 234, 1234. Just you name it. It's just, but for mines, I have yet to decide the time if I'm going to do it simultaneous, like at all times, at the same time on all my platforms. I really think that's not lame, but the only reason I feel like it's lame is because there's so many synchronicities, and then I can hit so many different points based on. So it's just like it's in the works. But yeah, it'll be a time strategically, but I have yet to determine the time strategic for mine.
You tell us when, and I guarantee you I'll help support you. I'll get on there and freaking start talking to you. And
Yeah.
Oh, you mean for like the shows? I was just talking about like the affirmations and stuff. See, with the shows, I'll probably just gonna do my pre-records that I already have because I have a lot. I do energy reads. I don't do tarot because I don't believe in tarot, but I have made my own energy cards, and I use the energy cards in order to assess energy properly. And I mean, it resonates this time. It resonates
well, if
at times as well, but usually it's someone.
if you have the courage to get on camera and stuff, I'd be willing to give you like an hour or so on my channel where you could just do your own show.
Yeah. Like talk about what you're doing on your channel and things like that. I was just curious
Oh,
because I
that'll
don't
be
have a.
great. Yeah, thank you. That's awesome. I definitely would like to do it like, you know what I mean, when I'm better prepared. I could do like I don't even have a white candle. It was a full moon, so I did the full moon last night, and so now my white candle is used for the full moon energy and it's burning down. I have to clean the cards with white candle, but I did do a reading last night, so I'm gonna post that, and I was considering posting it on mine, and I'll let you know. We can like whenever it's a good time for you, and I can just attempt to plan accordingly. I'm moving this weekend, so right now I'm a little busy.
Well, I mean, just tell me when, like once a week, whenever you want to do one episode. And it doesn't have to really be you. You can, like, take a looping video of a candle and put it in the
And you can
background.
start doing the live streaming or the like video or video podcasting / live streaming like Roger's doing. I
Yeah.
could
Yeah,
get you some money if the money is interesting to you.
but see, that's what I was thinking about doing just because he's been doing this. I never realized I could do that here. At first, I thought it was more like X, and like I thought it was more like that to where I could only post like those type of posts. And then I started seeing you guys doing this, and I'm like, wait a minute, like I'm literally learning as I go, and it's not something like I started getting into it when you got, like I said, after Roger was so cool the first time I was on his show. Like I'll check the chats now. Like before, it was kind of just like, I don't know what these people are talking about, or I'll just read it as I go, and that was mainly it. Like they're not talking, you're not relating to me, so it doesn't matter. But then when I started being involved, you guys were relating to me, so I was like, oh, okay, now I check it. You know what I mean? I check it simultaneously with me checking X or checking Instagram. But you know what I mean? It's just the truth, and so I'll do that now, and I wanna figure out how to do it. So yeah, I'll let you guys know when I'm better prepared. I definitely think it's going to start this month, like in the next week or so, because that's what I have on my schedule. So I'll just make vocal about it.
Now,
Okay.
I do want to mention something to you, okay? And I keep telling everybody on here, it's not a bad thing to get Minds Plus. Don't let people try to dissuade you from that because it really does pay out. It's a pretty good setup. So, like, if you want to get serious about this stuff, it's $60. I mean, and you got an entire year.
$60 a year.
It's
Yeah,
only 60 a year. Oh, I can
yeah.
manage that. I can manage it, but
But
I just, yeah.
But you do
uh,
have to
I,
wait for $100 to cash out.
I want to ask you, Roger, since Plus is the nice thing, but I think Pro will get you even more payback. Have you looked into that at all?
Yeah, I was talking to Moose about it, and to be honest, I mean, like, once I get like set up with a server and stuff like that, that might be a good option, something to do. You know what I mean? But I really, benefit wise, I don't see really the big advantage of having Pro other than having your own website. And then like right there,
No. I thought not. You don't necessarily have your own website. It'll give you your own subdomain off of minds.com. So it'll be like rogerhansen.minds.com. That'll be your website,
yeah,
and
but
you can customize that site. It's basically your channel, but you have more
but
customization.
there's still things that you have to take into consideration. I mean, like, yeah, they'll host me, give me my host name and stuff, but does it have to still represent Minds? You know what I mean? Like when when I go and I post something, am I going to be able to post it on a website that's mine, or is it going to be something that represents just mine? You know, because I'd want to be able to freaking have people on Google be able to find my stuff on their search engines, and then I'd have to have people
And
on,
not just mine,
you know what I
but
mean?
he's saying both.
So, I
Well,
mean,
Minds.com right now is already indexed by Google. So any
well, the encryption thing is what I'm talking about. That's where it all gets kind of tricky. 'Cause,
what
like,
encryption? The
Well,
encryption, the end-to-end encryption is only on chat, not on the main
Well,
site.
if I take my content and I try to share it, like say on Facebook, okay,
Yeah.
all the people on Facebook is gonna see is an emblem of Minds, and it's gonna say join Minds to see this post. Basically, you got to click on it, go in and join your account.
Oh, I see. It's up to you though. Some when you post it, you have the options of making it like publicly available and or only logged in user can view, or only private, only you can see, or things like that. You
Yeah.
have control when you post. But look at Moose Pro channel. He has a pro, and he has a pro channel, and it looks like it's off of off of minds.com, but I don't know if it has its own.
How much do you get paid? If you don't, if this is okay and it's okay, like for per post, like what is the like? Let's be realistic. And I mean, because I was thinking about even signing up. I remember, like, they have like Twitter, but it's not Twitter Blue. It's like X, whatever it is now. But it's like it costs money, and you have to have 500 followers. Like, I'm nowhere near 500 followers, so I'm just wondering,
Who?
like,
Oh, what?
Oh,
What?
you
I'm here
automatic
now. I was talking about that before, but I'm asking you here.
you automatically start making money once you get Minds Plus or Minds Pro. Like you don't have a minimum for doing it.
Amount of
Mhm.
followers, right?
Mhm.
So it is
Right.
right.
No, you don't need a minimum
I
follower.
got you.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Also, Roger, so with Pro, you get paid for traffic as well, right? For people visiting your page.
Yeah.
Whereas you don't get that with Plus.
I get that with Plus too.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
I see.
I
Okay,
do.
okay.
As a matter of fact, I was getting ready to pull that up on my extra channel or on my
Mhm.
screen share
Okay.
thing here. This is what I made just for last month.
Okay.
Okay, I made $30.14.
But there's nothing for page views though.
Well, hold on a minute. The page views. Let me. Okay, I gotta get on the right tab so I can go on. So I've got Minds content for 31.24. Boost Partners is for 15. Page views is 0 because Minds is greedy and don't want to give up the show.
But that's what I'm saying though. If you have a Pro account, that would change.
Now on my analytics for just regular Minds, okay, for my page views, I can find out how much my earnings was for page views, and that's 0 too. But it tells me that I made $1.14 on August
Last month?
31st. Yeah, for August.
How many page view did you have in the past month? Can you see that?
I had.
Page or traffic?
I mean, that's a good question. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, page views. I had 823 page views.
800 in a month.
Yeah,
Okay.
and total page views is on all your channel assets. A page view is registered when a unique page is
It sounds.
viewed
Excuse
and
me.
does not include
Excuse me,
feeds.
guys. It's
Yeah.
really choppy.
Oh, it is.
On the
Nothing.
stream?
You guys sound like.
Now,
This-
Yeah, it sounds really bad. Maybe you guys can hear each other really good, but I don't.
I see. That's a
Picos,
good
can you
point.
hear them? Is he still here?
Picos, can you hear us?
Maybe he
Because
had to do something because
I think
he
the
usually
audio is
visits
fine
us
on the
at what.
Jitsi. It's just maybe the stream is.
It sounds better now. It sounds way better now. Like when you guys were talking about the important stuff, like the money and how much money and the streams and the views and stuff. Like it
Yeah,
was just like,
it was choppy.
yeah.
You never broke up to me. I just had trouble
Okay.
finding the window
Okay.
and tab that you were in because I'm working on other
Could
stuff.
be your internet connection, Kama.
yeah,
Mhm.
Okay, well.
It's
Yeah.
good point. But okay, if Dave says, right?
Thank you.
Yeah.
you
It's
got
good now.
you got you got
But,
pretty much the views and stuff, but like they have a little question
But
mark
okay,
that's
so
next to it.
right. So Roger, I'm reading up on the pro page. It
Uh-huh.
says you will get $1 for every 1,000 page view.
Yeah. Thank you.
I suppose with plus you get nothing. So as soon as you get, I guess if you get more followers and maybe run ads and stuff on your page
Yeah.
to hype up your page view, then a pro account.
The highest page views I got for August is 60 page views. Okay, and that. and,
That was you guys' show last week, right? That's
Boost
lit.
your content, man.
I want to ration that too because that can go quick. I mean, you can go boost crazy, but I'll tell you what, if you boost your content and you just use all your pips, you're gonna lose them. I mean,
Yeah.
I know because I got mad at mines and decided I was like, fuck you all, and I went in there and just started boosting stuff.
When was this?
This was back, like, what was it? It was before I freaking did the Mines Plus, but I got so frustrated because nobody was on there and nobody would even freaking talk. You couldn't get nobody to make a comment and shit, and I'm like, what the hell, dude? I started getting all crazy and shit. I was like,
I've
"Hell,
had mixed results with boosting.
Oh yeah, Dave.
If it's during a time where there's heavy farming going on, meaning people scamming the system, you're not going to make anything anyways.
Mhm.
But if they've done a cleanup and they've kicked out all the troublemakers, and you boost, you can sometimes make back more than you put in.
Mhm.
Especially if you got good content. But yeah, whenever it's in high shenanigans time, don't expect much to happen.
Mostly, I noticed that too. Like whenever there's like these spam messages that pop up in your comment section, and they're happening all the time. There's that's not really a good time to do a boost.
Mhm.
And I also tried that boosting your profile, and it helps on the whole profile being boosted so that people know you're there. But like, it doesn't really help like getting your tokens back. You know what I mean? So
Is there a way that you can make it to where like I can like and comment? Because you had something recently I attempted to like and comment on, but it basically said that I don't know, like I had to pay for it. Is that
Yeah,
like
because he's
Yeah.
posting on his plus
yeah, because
channel.
you got to be rich to freaking.
'cause I feel you. That's how my Facebook page is set up.
What
That's
are you
why
posting on plus? You know, you
I'm
need to
posting-
do it strategically, right?
I'm posting straight up porn, dude.
Okay.
I got-
Oh, I
See,
see.
that's
All
why I'm
right.
not
So it's on the
changing.
paid channels. Yes. Yes.
He
No,
said he's
it's-
not posting it in his
She has
chat.
to pay to
Oh,
watch
wait, hold on. You had the
those.
robot porn? Hold on.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
kind of porn?
Would
I've
you be?
got the censored version on regular Minds if you want to watch that. Now, actually,
Yeah.
that's on
thought
regular
you
Minds
had
Plus.
robot-
Now, I do have
Robot
a
porn.
membership area where you can go in and watch the uncensored stuff, but that's going. You can pay it
There you go,
either
Kama.
in money or in tokens.
Yeah. If you got robot fetish, then you have to
Yeah,
pay.
I do. That's,
No, that's-
it. That's what the
yeah.
robot porn is. So you guys have been holding back on me.
That's
Mhm.
karma love, man. I can find some robot fetish stuff if you want. just so I can get a little bit of that money.
I was hoping to make some, but you
You're
know,
making me think of Bender talking about robosexuals.
Blender.
Oh,
Blender.
Air
A
conditioned
bender
robots.
from Blender. Mm.
Robot will be her technician.
Oh jeez. This is totally
Tightening
taking
out
a
the
different direction.
screws. He said this is not. He said that this is not what I planned for. You guys tricked me.
Okay, I wanted to ask. So, Dave, have you ever tried Pro? Have you ever tried?
I thought you were gonna say robot.
I've looked at Pro, and every time I've looked, it was way out of my price range.
I see.
I mean, even when the tokens were down super cheap,
Mhm.
the amount it would have costed to buy the tokens was out of my price range.
Okay, what was it? Right now, it's at what is it? This $40 a month or something?
Yeah, it seems I was looking at Lifetime. I don't like to do monthly things, and I
Right.
know it's been up over.
Well,
I know it was super high last time I looked for the Lifetime price.
the lifetime thing too. Okay,
40 bucks.
Like, yeah, but
$40 for a lifetime?
how do you get the
40 bucks a month.
how do you get those tokens? And are they off chain or on chain? You know, I mean, what do you pay? Do you pay with your off chain tokens?
Do you pay? You pay with money.
Well, no, I mean it
And
gives
then
you the
still,
option.
what's off chain?
Oh, the tokens would be too much. I don't know if you have that amount of tokens. Like 20,000 mines token per month. Oh, for lifetime.
Yeah, and
20,000 mines for a lifetime pro membership.
but
You guys
is
got
that
that kind of tokens?
but is that off chain or on chain?
Any token, any mines token, where it doesn't matter where you have it, off chain or on chain.
So, see, that's
But
what-
if you have a large number of tokens and you maintain them on chain, you get more benefit, I believe.
I can't convert it. I've
Yeah.
tried a few times. The fuel cost is just
Gas,
way too high.
gas cost is too much. Yeah.
The gas cost, yeah.
But this
Do
is
you take notes on stuff like this so you can tell the people and then you guys can adjust accordingly?
Yeah, it looks like Lifetime's not available anymore.
That's probably a smart deal. That was actually stupid for
Wait.
offering it.
Dave, you said it's not available. It's still on their.
Oh, there's
Still on that
Lifetime.
main-
20,000 mines
Yeah,
tokens.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I got 889.6. I'm nowhere near there.
Yeah.
And even at 7 cents each, that's still pretty damn expensive.
Yeah.
That's something else.
Yeah.
7 cents. for
40
one?
bucks.
I
40
just,
bucks a month.
I just gave up on it, to be honest with you. What I did is I connected my YouTube with a freaking regular Mines, and then I started posting other stuff on Mines Plus. So not only do I have stuff going over on Mines Plus, but I have my stuff from YouTube making my tokens for me on regular Mines.
Okay.
And
Well, I'm just curious if anybody has tried, even for a month trial, to see what kind of benefit you get. I mean,
Yeah, I'm thinking about doing that now just because of what you guys are talking about.
but you got to build up your followers, build up a decent number of page views that you get monthly, and then you can try it. Otherwise, it won't be worth
It's
it.
just a waste. So
Yeah.
do my views count? Like if I keep going back to my page?
No.
That wouldn't make sense. I'd be on there all day.
Oh, you can keep hopping to various cafes in your town and try to visit your own page, but that's
it's not gonna.
Oh,
That's
I should
probably
do it
not
like
worth
that
it.
then.
That's
Yeah,
not gonna work.
Too much.
They've got freaking robots that detect that stuff now. So
yeah.
you got
Yeah, I heard them saying someone was talking about farming likes or farming views or something.
yeah. And like when I was talking about WLCs on there, I thought it was just common knowledge that everybody knew what a WLC was. Like I do it all the time, and it's not really manipulating anything. It's just like freaking group of people get on a group on Discord, and like if you watch my video like it and comment on it, then I'll do the same for you. You know,
Yeah.
it's
That's
like,
it's kind of a common. I mean, it's somewhat discouraged because it's not authentic engagement, right?
well,
But it's I've seen people do it.
eventually
And
you can't help but get to know these people. You know what I mean? It's like you
Yeah.
get on there, you say a good video, blah blah blah. You don't even have to watch the whole thing. Just make sure that it's on and it's viewed, so they can get the view.
yeah,
But I mean, after you do it for so long, I mean, you just get to know these people, and
exactly. So that's the difference between us doing this as a get to know each other favor kind of a thing, as opposed to the bots farm doing it.
yeah,
Right? They're doing it consistently, and they're
It's
doing it in bulk a
yeah,
lot.
it's automated.
Right?
It's completely
Yeah.
automated.
I see what you're saying. So I can do like I've been doing. Like I'll come support you just because I rock.
Yeah.
That's not weird,
that's
right?
alright, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. No, that's how. Okay.
And
Hey, if someone will do me the decency of commenting on one of my posts, I'll usually give them a thumbs up, you know?
Yeah.
Same thing.
There you go.
and just remember
And
the
that's
most
fine, I think.
just remember the most important part of it, okay, is I need the money. Okay, I mean, I need the money. I want to get rich.
All right. Oh,
Rich off of mines.
that's
Yeah.
that's it's also in Mine's. It's also in Mine's advantage that
Yeah.
you can get rich off of Mines too. Right? It's just like people getting rich off of
Right.
YouTube.
It's like-
yeah,
It's like taking
just-
a hot dog and putting it
It's
on a string,
yeah.
and then just like running
It says something
it.
about the platform that you are able to get rich off of it. But I mean,
I don't even
not-
really know how to
it,
meet people.
it by legitimate means.
Chat.
Mine's is kind of in its quality and popularity are almost inverse. The
Yeah.
more the token's worth, the lower quality the site is because all the farmers show up and screw everything up.
Yeah.
But when the token's low, you actually get some pretty good content out there.
The thing too is like if you could get rid of all these inactive channels, I mean that's what I really think is one of the big issues with Minds. Like they've got all these inactive channels that haven't even been around.
Bots.
All the old farmers and people trying to crypto scam people trying to sign you up and thought bots and whatever. Yeah, the site's littered with those.
Yeah.
Do you still see a lot of them, Dave? I think it was a lot worse a couple of years ago. It hadn't gotten a little better, don't you think?
I think so. I occasionally go through my blocked list to see who still exists or not. Because your blocked list doesn't automatically remove people when they get deleted. And you've actually got a limited size block list. So I go through and make sure the people I've got blocked still exist, and when they don't, I take them off my list.
Thanks for sharing and reminding, Karma.
Yeah, no, okay, but I have another question.
She
How
just knew
come
that just now.
Is that
Yeah.
because it says here that I have to I have to do it on my laptop. I'm not able to
Hey,
do it on the phone. It's like
you don't even need to watch that. You're a part of it. Just don't even worry about it.
but when it
That's
says
true.
the upload, he's like, please ensure you have sent the correct amount to unlock it. But then it says it's not available on my phone. So I have to do this stuff on my laptop.
No, what it is I'm on Minds Plus.
Yeah.
You have to watch this on my.
But how
No.
can I even sign up on my phone?
Can she remind? Can she remind without
Yeah.
being able to watch it? Oh,
Yeah.
that's weird. That
That
might be a
is,
bug.
No, I cannot. I
Yeah,
cannot
you just
remind
did.
that.
That's why I said thank you.
I liked it. No, some of these are not. See, some of yours are open. Others, some of them are not open. Other ones are open. Like
Oh,
the Jitsi
that's-
one's not.
The ones that are
Yeah.
open are the ones that are regular Minds. I try to keep as much content on the regular Minds channel as I can. Now, most of the stuff that you're seeing there isn't important. It's just video games. I'm completely.
I told you I wanted to see you stream. So are you gonna take my idea for tomorrow and stream some games before you start talking, or do you have like a strategic format for it?
Dude, I watch so many, or I play so many games. That's like old hat shit for me. You know what I mean? Like
This looks like Spyro. Oh, it's Pokemon.
I would rather sit and have a conversation with you guys about video games and stuff. Like me and Dave, we've been talking about the emulators and shit and cool stuff like that. I love that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I used to contribute to the attract mode front end a little bit, mostly with how tos and what have you.
Yeah.
Cool.
And like people don't know much about emulators and stuff, and like I've tried out all of the emulators I could find in the last year or so, and here before long I want to freaking write review or make reviews on some of them, because there's some that just plain out suck, you know, and then there's some that are great. And like when you go on these websites and they talk up like Xenia, for example, you know, that's for Xbox 360, and you get on there, you got to be careful because of the freaking options in it. You have to use C++ just to get into the freaking options and change stuff around. And for people who don't know much about C++, that's dangerous, you know. You can mess up your emulator. So.
Honestly, I don't even know what that means, so I would definitely be learning something.
Yeah, see, we got. There we go. So, Red Hat. Yeah, see right there, you've got Karma, Love, and Debua. I still want to talk to that Debua. She spells her name Debua, and I know she's got to be picking on her name or something, because that's got to be Deborah, but she spells it Debua.
Where are you guys looking at?
On
Where
the
do you see that?
notifications.
Oh, on your notification.
Yeah. You know, that's the thing that I enjoy about it, you know, and like when it comes to games, there's a lot of topics. Like last week we were talking about the freaking what were they, like Walt Disney World and all that, and how they're trying to make them into real video games in real life. You know, to me that's a cool topic. Like they even have high scores, and you can keep a high score when you go to these places, and then like a year later, if you go back on vacation there, you can start off where you left off and still have your high score. You know, you're walking through this theme park playing a video game. It's just crazy.
Now, if you haven't looked, a lot of the new Disney shows, the Star Wars ones especially, the way they film them is basically a big video game. They have a whole bunch of NVIDIA GPUs, and the camera acts like a mouse. Those actors are actually walking around in front of screens, not blue screens, but real screens. And the whole background on the show, it's basically a video game environment. And it looks like those characters walking around in it.
Yeah. I can do that on Unity with Blender. I can take and create animations on Blender, put it on Unity, and then pretty much make an entire movie out of a video game. It's pretty interesting. My son got me into VR chat on Steam, and eventually I started trying to figure out how to get freaking Blender, Unity, and VR chat all hooked in together.
Which platform is this VR chat on?
It's on Steam.
Oh, on Steam. Okay, I see.
Yeah, and you go in there, you can literally create your own world,
Mm.
and it's pretty interesting. Make textures and stuff like that.
Oh, that's a gun to do something about.
See, I haven't really gotten into 3D modeling. I've spread myself so thin with what I do. You know, it's hard to get myself to pick up something else sometimes.
I haven't been able to do it in a long time. The sad part about it is I use Blender mostly to video edit, and to me, that annoys me. It annoys me that I have to spend so much time on video games, to be honest, because like this right here, this is real content, you know what I mean? We're all getting together and we're having a conversation, you know? And all these conversations we've had together, that's actual footage, you know what I mean? And that means more to me than getting on a video game and playing it for freaking 8 hours. Yeah. It really does.
I do my video editing with Caden Live. So.
Oh, I don't even know half of the stuff. I know Adobe Prime, and I know Blender. I know OBS, XSplit, stuff like that, but I don't try to get too adventurous because there's so much stuff out there. Like Wondershare, I tried that. That it was horrible.
Have you tried DaVinci Resolve?
Now DaVinci is, what I heard is DaVinci is actually supposed to be a part of the whole Wondershare thing.
Oh.
So I've heard of them. I've never done them.
Caden Live's just basically made for KDE if you're a Linux user. So it's an open source. Just drop the pieces in, and it looks like some of the pro stuff that I saw the pros use when I did work at the recording studio. But I never did play with all those Adobe products.
Yeah, I'm skeptical against them too. Now, KDE, I went across them whenever I had my Linux, because you've got that freaking, I forgot what the area was where they have, like, you type in what you want and it shows up. And then you can install it in your computer or leave it off there, the store or something like that. But I've never messed with it. I tried that Wine, and
Oh no,
I mean,
it's like
dude,
a Windows emulator and Linux.
yeah, that's some horrible shit. I still, to this day, cannot figure out how the hell anybody used Wine.
Yeah.
Oh, the saying I had for a long time was, if wine is the answer, the question was stupid. But if you look at those links I've been dropping, you'll see the next from the bottom, Lutris. Lutris actually is a launcher platform for video games, and it's really powerful, and it's a little bit buggy, but you know, it's actually pretty good overall. What Lutris does, it has these, I don't know if you've dealt with Steam and Linux lately, but what they've done with Proton on Steam, which is custom wine for video games, it is actually running really smooth with a lot of games right now. And what Lutris does is it'll take games from just about any source, Windows games, and it'll make it really easy to launch and play those games with Linux when it works right. Now, it works right about 80% of the time.
Let's see.
The rest of it, you know, you got to fight a little. Usually, all you got to do to fix it is choose a different wine engine. You just kind of right-click and choose a different version, and it tends to work fairly well. But I've spent a lot of time with Lutris there.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you, I'm happy when I see a game that comes out for Linux and it's native and it's, you know, a big title from a major company. But I found it only works with Linux temporarily.
It does.
Yeah, as the libraries and Linux start to get updated, you know, Linux rapidly evolves because there are so many people working on it. I found that when a company releases a game for Linux, they don't update the thing. They put it out there, they'll probably patch it for a year or two, and then they walk away from it. Sadly, I found it's actually easier to play a Windows game on Linux once it's reached about 3 to 5 years old than it is to play a Linux game on Linux because the company has abandoned it.
Yeah.
And Wine actually kind of makes it to where at least the Windows version is playable. It took a long time for me to come to that sad realization.
Now,
Is Lutris similar to Wine?
Lutris is a launcher. So, what is it? There's a very popular emulation front end for Windows. I'm not remembering the name of, where they have game engines you can download and put in. Lutris works kind of in the same way, where you can just kind of like right click and say, I want these additional versions of Wine. And it's not restricted to any one source. There's a lot of different options. You're usually better off sticking to about 3 to 5 of them if you know what you need specially like it. I know Diablo runs best. I'm talking the original Diablo here.
yeah.
Runs best with a really old particular one just for it. But most of them, if you're running the latest Proton, you're usually doing okay.
See, that's why my son. That's why me and my son don't get along when it comes to video games, because he talks shit, and like when it comes to this new Diablo they came out with, and I told him, I was like, look, dude, that's all special effects. You know what I mean? Like, you play the original Diablo and you'll get your butt kicked. And he tried it one time, got his butt kicked, and he's never freaking talked to me about it ever again.
Well, I think I've done the right thing. Instead of Diablo, I got my 8-year-old hooked on Torchlight, and he loves Torchlight. Torchlight was made by the original Diablo developers who got pissed off at Blizzard, left, and made a clone of Diablo, basically.
Yeah.
And Torchlight, all 3 of them have been good. The first one was a little disappointing because it wasn't multiplayer, but they went multiplayer after that. So.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the kind of stuff I'm into, you know. Now, Moose asked about the link, so I shared it to him. He might actually be on here. I'm not sure if he's going to come on.
Oh yeah, cool.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
He said he was interested.
He can come and talk about gaming with you guys.
Yeah.
But I wanted to.
Well, if he shows up, let's just bombard him with questions about Pro. Or
Yeah, man.
You know
Pro
what I mean?
and gaming.
Yeah. Like, freaking
But
that's...
switch back to mine stuff for a minute. I wanted to ask you guys. I think I shared on my channel this week interview that Bill had with some guy, where he says that Minds right now has 50 million users.
Yeah.
You guys.
Well, see, he tried to say that shit with Joe Rogan, too, and I'm like, full of shit. He does not have 50 million freaking people on this platform. There is no way.
All right, so you don't think it's real, huh?
Nah, I don't believe it.
I noticed on the Pro page at the bottom, it had a bunch of icons about who has talked about Minds and Minds Pro.
Yeah.
And I also noticed that nobody that they were using to advertise that was talked about actually used Minds. Joe Rogan doesn't really use Minds, but he was down there.
Joe
Wired,
Rogan.
I don't see a presence from them on there, but they talked about Minds. So.
Yes.
All these people have talked about Minds, but nobody actually uses it out of this group.
Does he even have a channel? Maybe he just has a channel and he's not active, or
Joe,
maybe he's cross-posting.
Joe Rogan, dude. Okay, let me tell you something about Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan is a freaking idiot. All right, that dude. Okay, he was an excellent comedian, don't get me wrong. All right, he was great as a comedian, but this guy was also an MMA fighter who got his head hit just a little bit too much, okay? he starts talking and making his podcast, and the first thing that comes out of his mind is that freaking the Senate has to be freaking gotten rid of. He's like, as a matter of fact, let's just go ahead and get rid of Congress altogether and let people vote over the internet. You know what I'm saying? He's like, we need to have this set up to where we can just vote on the internet, not even fucking. And that was the first thing he started promoting, you know?
I'm not voting yet. Oh, I haven't done.
I mean, he is just freaking out there. And then, well, there's some things he does talk about that I do agree with, but like, he just, for one thing, he can't take a side. You know what I mean? He's always thinking he has to straddle the fence, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I just, this thing with DMT, we were talking about that the other day, and the freaking hypo, what do they call that again, Karma? The cerebral thing, the gland?
The pineal gland.
Yeah, the pineal gland. You know, and him and freaking, what's his face? He's the one that freaking talks about the early dryas all the time. But Hancock and him are like getting on the internet promoting DMT, saying that it's gonna make you a better human. You know, you're gonna evolve into this higher being by taking a drug. You know, and I'm like, come on, dude.
You'd like to hear this? You remember that video, that movie I dropped in the chat, the link to? Why were they talking about these? Like everything we talked about on our show or in your show that day, it was so wild because like, yo, everything that we talked about all the way down to the DMT, I'm like, you have to be kidding me. And I just stumbled across it. Like, it's so crazy because we were talking about it and then I stumbled across the fact, like, we were just that drug. Like, I had never heard of it until you said something about it, and I didn't.
I was just talking to you about mainstream stuff. This is what the majority of conspiracy theorists talk about. I mean, and I even mentioned Carl Jung to you, you know, stuff like that. I mean, it's all there. I've heard it so much, I've got it memorized. I don't even have to have freaking notes on that stuff. Because, I mean, it's everywhere. Like, if you're gonna get into it, you know, you got to know what you're talking about, and this is what these guys are talking about. So
I found Joe Rogan's channel on Minds, and he hasn't been active since 2020.
That's good. He's in outer space.
He's got 139,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
And he doesn't even get on mine. That's wild.
Yeah.
Well, see, he was famous before he even started doing his podcast. Like, I don't know if
I heard his name before. I don't remember how I know his name, though.
Phil Hartman, when he ended up getting killed by his wife, he was on a TV sitcom with him, and that's where he got a lot of his popularity from. I forget what TV radio.
Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, that's what I do know. Saturday Night Live. Joe Rogan is on Saturday Night Live. Jeff Rogan. Isn't his name Jeff? It's Joe.
Joe Rogan was on TV radio. Like, you're from Canada, you know some of the people from when you were younger. You remember an old show called Kids in the Hall?
Yes. I don't watch them often, but I've heard of them. Yeah.
The guy that started that was actually on TV radio, and it was like a radio station, and he was in charge of it. And then Phil Hartman was like the news broadcaster, and Joe Rogan was the maintenance guy that did all the wiring and everything.
Okay, I see. So this is way before Saturday Night Live?
No, he did go out into Saturday Night Live first, I believe. I could be wrong.
I used to watch Mad TV a lot, and then Saturday Night Live, but they kind of overlapped each other because it was like 11 to 12, and then Saturday Night Live started. So then it was like, and then Saturday Night Live was a bit more explicit. So my mom was like, sometimes. So when I grew up, it was just kind of already in my head that Night Live is naughty, so I don't really engage with it as much. I mean, like I've watched it before, but I don't know.
Are they even showing it anymore?
I feel like yeah, like these people, like these celebrities go there. Like I know, like Kim Kardashian, that's how she met Pete, and then like what, somebody else I just heard about on Saturday Night. Like this, yeah, they still do that. I feel like yeah, that there wasn't Elon Musk like just on there recently, like last year he was pushing Dodge. I don't know how everyone else says it, but I say it how I say it, but Dogecoin or whatever. He was pushing that like last year or the year before last? I think it might have been the year before last, I'm not sure. But yeah, those people still do it. I don't know about like more recent than that. I know Pete Davis and Kim is like my most recent knowledge of knowing Saturday Night Live still exists.
You know what's the messed up part about Dogecoin or Dogecoin?
What's that?
Mine's tokens are worth more than freaking Dogecoin.
Now that's wild. That's wild. But they were going like when I first got into Dodge, man. I got Dodge. They were like,
You
less
know
than
why,
1
right?
cent.
Oh,
Why? Why are they?
Dogecoin was not really a coin. I think somebody took it over and started something with it, but originally it was just a meme. Whereas mine actually has something behind it.
Oh yeah, because you can get it in change.
It is a meme coin. I read about that. It was started as a joke.
Yeah.
The fact that it actually started to be worth something, the more it was worth, the more the jokes came out. They just started tagging more memes on it. But yeah, the entire coin was originally meant to be a joke, and
Yep.
yeah, the joke's on everyone else.
Right, because now it's like number. I think on the like when you look on the wallet on I guess on the chains or whatever, it's like
Yeah.
number 6 or 7. It's high up there. I don't know if it's 6 or 7, but
Yeah,
it's really
but don't-
high.
Don't fall for that though, because like I actually went in and bought some cryptocurrency last year, and I kept records of it. And like I went back after I finally gave up on doing the records and compared what I still have today to what I started out with, and it's like right there at the borderline of cutting even. So you know what
I mean, this you did not lose. I
Hey
have
Roger,
Doge,
switch back
I
to
had
your
ADA.
switch back to your room. I just sent you a link to the GitHub.
Okay.
So Dogecoin now has a code base. So they actually have something real behind it now. Before it was just a meme.
I have some Doge. I had ADA and like XLM, but like it was because before I used to go on this one platform and they had a bunch of stuff like that they would tell you about like the different crypto like Polkadot and stuff like that, and I would actually like listen to them discuss it to determine whether or not it's an investment. But I usually and I make a couple of dollars and then I take it out because my crypto is my least of my investments. Like I have investments in stocks, I have investments that I trade with throughout the week, money I trade with throughout the week. But like because my crypto is like my least lucrative, just on an overall scale, I kind of take it in and out. Like I have some stuff that I let sit in there, like Shiba. I have that. And then there's this other thing. It's like Doge, but it says something else next to it. And so I have like a lot of that. And then like yeah, I don't know. I believe in crypto to the extent if you pay attention to the charts. Like and I do watch the charts because I trade. So that's how much I'll know or how much I'll be willing to, you know what I mean, participate. So could mines turn into like mines token, could they turn into crypto tokens or like no, it does not work like that?
Well, Mark, if he was here, this is where he'd break in and start explaining to you the difference between tokens and coins. Okay, a token.
Well, I don't think they're looking to do that in the future because if you turn, there's a whole bunch of monetary regulations in the U.S. that they have to go through in order to get it to be a currency, right? And could be a lot of headaches that they are trying to stay away from.
I would love to be able to trade mines. I think it would actually benefit. That way I could get on there and freaking buy and sell and trade it and not have to deal
It
with,
probably boost the platform too.
yeah.
I hear what he's saying about the regulations in regards.
You know, because because like I've got extra cash sitting around. You know what I mean? It's not like I can. I mean, if I got my wallet set up, I've got freaking all that. You know, if I can freaking invest in mines in that avenue, it only helps mine. So
Yeah, you can buy mine's token. It'll just be a utility token until you can put it on chain, and then you can. I don't know what you can
Not
do with it
me.
once it's on chain.
I can literally go on Coinbase and buy on-chain tokens.
Right.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, Moose is here.
Moose is here.
Cool. Hello.
You hear us?
What's up, guys?
There he is. What's up, Moose?
Hey,
Welcome to.
welcome.
Thank you. Good to see you guys.
It's good to see you. Now
Well,
we
this
got.
is the first time I've seen you and I've heard you. Could you introduce yourself to the live stream? Quick intro. How long have you been with mine? That kind of stuff.
Okay. My name's Moose, I guess. That's what people call me. in
Sure,
real
sure,
life.
that's fine. We'll go by handle. That's fine.
Okay, and then I've been on mine since 2017 on my main account, and I kind of changed over to the Moose account because I'm kind of political, I guess, and I say some things that I wouldn't want my family or friends to be affected by, so I didn't want to use my real name.
Cool.
And then I've been a Mines Pro member since I think April of this year.
Oh,
But
wow.
I've been a Plus member for almost a year now, so I'm just barely getting like traction this year.
Nice.
We're actually gonna bombard you with shitloads of questions about Minds Pro, dude.
Yeah,
Like you
because we were just
literally
talking
walked
about
into-
pro at the beginning of the show, and you have a pro account, so we'd love to hear your thoughts on.
Don't run away, dude.
Keep your
No, I'm
camera on.
listening. I'm listening. The baby's about to go to sleep. I'm listening. Though.
Oh crap! All right, maybe take care of your baby first and then come
You gotta
back.
Take care of your baby.
Yeah,
I'll be right back, guys. I'll be
yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Mama's got her, but I'm gonna put her to bed real fast.
Okay,
All
man, no
right.
worries.
That was
Oh,
cool.
jeez.
That was
That's
cool as
hilarious.
hell.
Great, he's a great sport then. He's willing to join.
It was like don't run away.
Okay,
dude.
so-
yeah.
Roger, you don't mind us going a little extra long on this, especially we
I
have.
don't know, because this
yeah.
is the weekend roundup, man.
Yep,
You know
yep,
what
yep.
I'm saying? Like we're all having a good time, and that's what we were actually talking about before. You know, just having a good time where we can kick back and chill out and get to know one another.
Mhm.
So I was even thinking about like if nobody showed up, I was still gonna at least show the freaking chat. You know what I mean? That way, if somebody, yeah, if somebody did come in, they can listen to some music and watch the chat. So I'm really surprised we got everybody here.
Yeah,
Moose even showed
that's
up.
cool. Yeah.
I'm sitting here updating my resume, doing all the little tweaks I
Getting a new job.
What are
like
you doing?
said, you're
Sitting in
leaving.
your boss's office, updating your resume.
He said
Pretty
he was
much,
fine,
yeah.
guys.
That's
He
exactly what
There he
said
is.
that last stream. That's so funny.
No,
I'm
I'm
still
going to
at
run.
work right now. I've been working on it for an hour and a half.
I'm gonna
You
run
okay
to
there,
the
Moose?
restroom.
Go.
Good.
All right, you guys could ask any questions you want. I'll answer anything.
Yeah.
Anything.
Let's go. Roger, shoot. So we want to ask him a lot of questions about pro. So ever since you got on Moose, you've joined the pro right away, and what kind of benefit or turnout or what are you payback have you gotten from the investment?
Okay, so this is gonna be an up and down thing because you see, I didn't join originally with the pro. Okay, I was on here since 2017, and then I thought the pro would give me a website, right? So in April, when I made the anonymous account last July. So when I made that, I thought, oh, I'm gonna wait, and if I get some traction, I will. I'll get the pro, right? And when I got the pro, I thought I was gonna get a website. I thought
That's what Roger
thought
thought too.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna have like the producermoose.com or something.
Right.
And that was my whole thing. I was gonna have all my pictures under there, and I was gonna have it all like as a big portfolio that I could show other people.
Right.
And so that was a letdown right out of the gate. And then to earn anything, I've had to spend money.
Mm-hmm.
So my account says I've made $583 so far, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I've probably spent $300 on top of that boosting content.
Yeah.
And while I'm boosting content, I'm getting blocked. So
Oh.
I'm actually shooting myself in the foot because I'm boosting content, and all these people don't want to see all my content all the time.
Okay.
So
You're being
I don't-
blocked by the Minds users who do not want to see your boosted content. Okay.
yep.
But the boosting helps with your page views, helps with the revenue for the pro page, right?
I don't think so. I
Oh.
don't think so because the Minds Plus, like if you boost the Minds Plus thing, it goes to everybody. It doesn't go to just Minds Plus users.
Right.
So 50 people could see a blank screen,
Mm-hmm.
and then one person might see it and say, "Oh, that's cool," or they just might scroll by. So
Mhm.
I've
lately,
noticed I'm blocked all over the place. I have boosted a lot of content, and there is a large minority group on Minds that just automatically blocks anyone who has a plus on their account or
Yeah.
the boost. And I'm
Yeah.
talking, I've run into people that looks like we would get along great. We're on the same page with nearly everything, and I go to way I find out I'm blocked is I go to give them a thumbs up and cannot interact.
Wow. Really?
most annoying thing on Minds, you go to give someone a thumbs up, and it's like, I'm not allowed to say. I'm not even allowed to say that was a nice post. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because they blocked you?
Well, they're pissed off. I mean, they're literally pissed off. And then you mention it to frickin' Bill, and he's like, "Oh no, nobody's treating the average Minds channels like shit. They're all getting along, holding hands and frickin' sing come whatever the hell that is, you know." Like everybody's just doing great on the regular Minds platform. They're not pissed off at all.
And I'm going to tell you, the reason I went plus to begin with was I got tired of seeing the vent humper every time I logged in. Everyone remember the vent humper?
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
yeah.
I got tired of seeing it. I went plus just to not see it.
The vent humper when you log on. I don't remember seeing that.
I'm not.
I got.
I don't know
stay
about a
logged in.
vent humper.
Yeah,
I got-
someone got to troll. They got like 800 tokens or something phenomenal like that. And it was like from a cartoon where it looked like the guy was humping an air vent.
Oh, he's involved.
He put like an entire 800 tokens down on it.
He's
it-
involved.
It wasn't going away.
He doesn't
Maybe
do
it's
that no
because he
more.
knows you work on air conditioners. Maybe he's supporting.
No. Hey, check this out.
He's telling you. a
The
message.
dude came back, and now he dresses off like he dresses up like a freaking Nazi, and he
Oh,
freaking
boy.
masturbates on the freaking camera.
Shut
dude.
up. No, he
I'm
does
not lying to you. The dude is freaking sick. It's you.
What kind of
Yeah.
what kind of twist?
I can't remember what his username was, but I remember it had something to do with poop. I think
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, are you kidding me?
I
These
I
people-
blocked him, and somehow he got unblocked, and I went on my regular thing, and there's a freaking dude dressed like a Nazi with a mask on, masturbating in the camera.
Right now?
That,
No,
no, not
not-
right
not
now.
right
He's
now.
talking about this. Wait, wait.
That's the kind of shit that I think should be automatically like off the platform. We shouldn't have to even be subject to that. But
But you know,
But-
oh,
You're subject
that's
to
a
any
good
platform.
segue. That's a good
Yeah,
segue into this thing I wanted to ask you guys' opinion about, which is the new silent voting, because apparently it helps you streamline the stuff that you see on your newsfeed.
it's
What do you
killing me, dude.
Yeah.
Killing me. My engagement is gone. I have I've boosted 400. Like I've given away 400 tokens in the last week. I've gotten maybe 1,000 views.
I see.
I've
Well, is it
given up
because
on
so,
Boost.
but you can see it in your engagement stat, not just because you don't see the number of upvote downvotes on your post.
It's because once somebody downvotes your page, they don't see your page no more. You
Oh, I
know,
see.
so if they downvote one of my posts, they're downvoting pretty much all my posts now.
But why would you want people who downvote your post to be still on your
Yeah,
page?
I'm the same way. Like, I don't want everybody seeing my stuff. Being honest with you,
I understand that. Sorry.
I mean, I don't. All I want is I want people who are seriously wanting to see my content. If you don't like my shit, don't watch it. Don't look at it.
But I guess Moose's point is even if they downvote your page, they're still visiting your page.
Like
you
yeah,
get-
they like other posts. Like they may not like the picture of like the lady in the red robe or whatever. You know,
Right.
she might have too much cleavage, so they
Right.
downvote it, right?
right,
Yeah.
But then the next picture is a picture of some guy like praying or just something
right.
different. But I want to
Interesting,
bring
so-
up, guys, I have a big problem right now with this place because I'm bringing people from all over. I'm bringing business owners. I've actually like put in a lot of money into this, and none of my affiliate stuff is going through. None of it. I've emailed Bill. I've emailed Jack. Like they keep like sending it from one person to the next person. Now it's at Ryan, and like, that's when they change the platform. Like they're gonna change it soon. They're gonna change it so that way the likes aren't where we get our money from or we get our stuff, right? So it's gonna be affiliate, and if their affiliate shit's broken, then how are you gonna get paid? And how can you trust that?
right.
Yeah.
Because now I've invited over 10 members. I've invited 3 that are plus members. I even made another account, made it a plus member because I was like, these guys are just bullshitting me or it's actually broken. And so I showed them it's broken, and they're literally not doing anything.
How are you showing it to them? Do you record a video and you send it to Bill, or do you actually do you know how to log a GitLab ticket up their GitLab repo?
No, I've never done that.
Talk to Mark.
I've talked to like
Mark
Mark.
Mark
Edworthy.
Edworthy. Yeah.
He'll
All right.
I can help you as well. I can help you log a
he's-
GitLab ticket as well.
Yeah, Thon's good with it too, or Tan.
Because
I keep
yeah,
calling him
yeah.
Thon.
Because I've noticed that I have an account on GitLab. I clone their code repo and I tinker with it a little bit. And whenever there's a problem, I log a ticket straight into their GitLab project, and I often get pretty quick response and action on the issue.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Well,
yeah.
their response to me was that once a user signs up and they're not connected to my account, it doesn't matter. Like they can't go back and connect them to my account.
Oh, I see. So you mean they
I'll do
signed
the
up
GitLab.
without using they signed up without using your affiliate link?
No, they signed up with the affiliate link, but it did not work. And then I did it because 2 people that I know personally did it and told me because I sent them the link
Right.
and then they signed up. So I said, okay, this isn't possible. Like you guys are lying to me. So
Yeah.
I signed up another account.
Okay.
I paid the $7 for 1 month, and I still did. I have no like record of any of that. I have no like it. There's a list that shows you who you've referred, and these guys aren't on my referral list, and it automatically subscribes you when you sign up under your referral. You will know because you'll be signed up for who referred you.
Right. Okay.
So it's
They should be able to track that in all, in their local internal stats. They should have, they should be able to have traceability of all that, right? It's so that if you're saying something that is true, they should be able to show that from their stats, right? Yeah.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
hope so. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what I would
He's
hope. They're
saying
the,
he didn't
they're
know
the
who
ones
to
at the
talk to about
business.
it.
Sorry.
No, I was just telling him you were saying you had no idea how to address it. That's what your concern was, how to be able to get it reconciled. And that's why they're saying Mark is the guy to
Right.
talk about that.
I'll search GitLab to see if there's any issues logs similar to what you're experiencing. If not, just describe it on the general. Oh, I think you left general room. Let's just put some verbiage of what the problem is in Roger's
All right.
Roger's live stream room, and I just copy paste it into a GitLab ticket.
Yeah, I get a little heated with some of these people online because I take this place seriously. I take it
Yeah.
like I don't know. I want to be around people that are winners. I want to be around people that want to like do something better, like not just
Yeah. You know, but the
mediocre
other thing,
bullshit.
the other thing, Moose, is because I've seen your interaction with the other folks
I
in
know.
general.
I need to calm
and
down.
yeah, no, the thing is, mine's is a melting pot of different types of people, right? And then once in a while, you're running to people whose verbiage is not up to your liking. It's just a different way. I think that the how you that thing that you spoke up about you know possible racism from your view, it's probably
Right.
just a misunderstanding of the reading of people's messages, right?
And I get that, but it's more of a perception thing. Like if we walk into a room and I've got some dude I'm trying to sell mines to, and that's the kind of stuff he sees, like if I see that somebody else could be offended, I really don't give a shit what people say. Like I mean, we could sit here and have a conversation. However, I'm fine with it.
But that's
I'm-
that's an education thing that you need to tell your people that you bringing onto mine that mine is
It's
made
a
up
melting
of,
pot.
yeah, it's made up of a whole bunch of different people. When I joined up to mine, I encountered some really shocking people that I wasn't used to encountering. But it's and
But see, in the general,
separate yourself from that group of people. So I think on Minds right now, I'm not seeing those bad interaction anymore. But I know that there are people on Minds who are very, very questionable. Right? It's just like it's a different silos of group of people on the platform that you just have to disassociate yourself with and just do your own thing and let them congregate
but
on
see
their
what
own.
he's saying is for the same reason like I left general. It's because this is the general chat room. Why am I being? And then this, I had, like I said, I've been on mine for some months before I really started being active. And then when I started talking, I was getting called Nick. I don't appreciate that. If you have a problem with me, you can address it respectfully because I'm not going in here calling you honky cracker, white, stupid,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
none of
yeah.
that. Like, I'm not doing that. So
Yeah.
there's no reason for you to be calling me a Nick. If you and then what is the problem with me? Oh, because other people talk to me. No. I don't play that because I think it's real nasty too, but I'm not doing that, so I just walked away. But I get what he's saying. This is the general chat. Get your shit together and figure it out. Get your own little private racism chat room, and you do that racist bullshit there. I promise I will not show up. But
Exactly.
when I come to general, I feel like I should be welcome. Am I not welcome? They don't make it a welcoming environment to be calling me a Nick. Triggered a Nick, like I said.
But Mark
go to the
Mark
corner
defended
store
you,
and say
right?
it.
So again,
No,
general is
Roger
made up of
defended
various
me.
kinds of
Roger
people.
defended me. Roger defended me.
Hey,
Roger
I totally see where you're coming from, and I just want to say that general chat should be like walking into a grocery store.
Yeah,
It's a
nice
public
welcome.
when you
respectful.
walk in, like if you see this kind of like crazy shit, people get kicked out of the store. They don't just sit there and have all this crazy shit going on, right? And
Thank you.
it's
There
like
should be some type of control. Exactly.
it's just a level of respect that we should all
Yeah.
have, and I understand that there's
True.
like
And
little kids on here, I think,
you should
and they're
speak
not
up.
supposed to be. but-
You should speak up for your right. I mean, it's the general room is for all, right? And then, okay, so Karma left, Moose left, and now the people who made those statements, they've already left.
No,
I
I
don't think
still
that serves
listen.
any purpose. You speak up, get the wrong right, and stop people from doing that again. And so if you leave, what do you expect, that they're gonna keep doing the same thing?
But
They,
see, I should not feel like I have to leave. I came to join general because I learned so much. Why
yeah,
do
you
I have to
shouldn't
feel?
have to leave.
You
You
know what I
shouldn't
mean?
have left. That's what I'm
I know
saying.
I'm still in the chat. I
Right,
just no longer post in the chat because
right.
what it was the problem. No one's calling anyone a nig anymore. Now that I shut up, no one gets called a nig. When I talk, we use nig. When I don't talk, we don't use nig. So I
No,
just
that's not
learned
that.
not to.
That's
Right?
that, that's not because of that. No, it's not because you're not talking, comma. I think the people who made those kinds of statements, they've also left the room.
Oh,
Yeah, I had some dude call me he said I had a Jew nose the other day, and I was like,
what?
I don't even know what the fuck that means.
That's
Like, I
just
really don't.
wild.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just, I mean, we get some crazy shit, and I think that's where you're saying,
Yeah,
we shouldn't leave the room. We should just laugh about it, know that this
no,
dude's a
no,
fucking
no,
idiot,
no. I
kind
don't.
of
I'm not
tell
gonna
him, put
lie.
him in his place,
It's
I
kind of
don't
and
mean
move
weird.
on.
that. I don't. I
You don't
don't
need to
mean.
move.
No, I don't. I don't mean that you should just laugh about and move on. If somebody actually really offend you, bring it up, like you did, and if it gets, I mean, again, also on the other side of the coin is this is a free speech platform, right?
Exactly.
Right. So there's some balancing that the admins have to go through to see whether if it's offensive or okay,
Yeah.
offensive up to what certain level, right?
And then that guy
Again,
did come in and say, "Be kind," and
that's
I'm
Bill.
like,
He's the
"Bill,
CAO.
you
He's
got
not that
exactly."
guy.
It's like you guys got to be nice or whatever. I don't know who these people are, so I didn't know, like But he did come in and he was like, "Yeah, guys, be nice." But
Yeah.
hold the thing, I don't mind people having freedom of speech and expressing themselves. My
Yeah.
whole thing is they're like, "You're triggered," and I'm like, "I'm triggered because I'm asking questions, but you're asking me questions. But why do you write in capital letters?" So
Yeah.
then I
No.
respond to the
No, no,
answer.
no. Well, the admins and the mods are people too, so sometimes they make mistakes, right? Just like that, Dan, what's his name? Danzilla guy who banned Rogers, right?
Yeah, for
I think he
defending
made the wrong
people.
call, and I called him up on it, and Bill stepped in. So that's
And
the
And
then
kind
he
of
just sat back inside.
I
Right.
do
that's
want to
Okay.
say that shows a lot of character too, Tan. I mean, you really stepped up the bat for me, and
no. I mean, I'm not doing it because I'm your friend. I see
oh, I
something
know.
that's not right, and I speak up, right? And I think uh,
That shows
I consider
character,
myself
though.
I consider myself a friend of Dan as well. I mean, we've interacted nicely in the past. I think it's just something this time. I think he just went over the line.
I'm just saying it as a showing character. I mean, there's plenty of people who wouldn't have said anything, just let it go, and
No, but that's the kind of attitude that I want us all to adopt, right? If something's in a room, it's not that just because somebody's in there for a long time doesn't give them any clout over you guys.
yeah.
If you see something that's not right, speak up, right? Speak up for your right. And
No.
if it seems wrong, then definitely you have to speak up. It's just not be quiet, stay quiet about it.
But it's crazy because now it's like no one's posting. It's almost like if we're not allowed to
Yeah.
be racist and rude, we're not going to post. And it's like, really? That's the energy we're bringing. Like that's just wild. It's like we don't get it. We're going to go to our racist corners, and you're just going to miss out because it's like, really, what happened to all the informative
You
posts?
just
Like no
let
one's
that
posting.
stuff subside. That's all it basically is. It was a bad experience that happened, and everybody's gun shy, and eventually
Yep.
that'll fade away.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll all get better. But what I want to know is how we're gonna make some money from this. Because
Yeah.
That's what
honestly,
we're talking to you about. You're supposed to be the man with the plan.
Yeah, that's right.
well, the thing is, we need people, dude. We got to
Yeah.
have people. We got to have because these bots, literally,
It's right here.
like
It's
I
right
wake
here.
up.
You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
It's we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What, 5, 6 people here now?
We got 5 people here.
5 people
I mean,
here.
Yes.
you know,
You know,
is it Tan or Tan?
10.
I'm
10. So Tan's 2 people if he wants to be.
That's two of me.
but
Yeah.
I'm going
There's
back
different
to
angles of
Than.
me.
I'm going back to Than. I was saying that before you got in here because, like,
That's fine, man.
His
It's
name's
fine.
Tan, don't get me wrong, but dude, listen to it. Than. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
like the mighty warrior Than.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
have to give him like
come
a
on,
big
dude.
axe or something, like
Like,
a sledgehammer.
How
Mhm.
dare you speak
And a
to
huge
me
like
like
breastplate.
that?
Yeah, breastplate.
I am
Okay,
the
okay.
mighty
Back
Than.
back on topic, guys.
Okay.
Bruce wants to know how to make money.
Because this is not
off
the
of mines.
ADHD
Well,
crew. Okay,
I-
okay. We'll
I
see.
could tell you guys. Oh, sorry.
No, you go. You got it.
I could tell you guys like on 2 accounts because I have my regular name still, and I just post photography. That's it, and I post maybe 2 or 3 times a day. That one will make $1 a day to $2 if it's like a banging day. If everybody hits the like button or whatever.
Mhm.
My Moose account, it makes $2. Or actually, it makes about the same. It makes like $1.50 to $3.
Mhm.
And one day I made $15, and it didn't
Wow.
it didn't explain. Like I had like 60,000 like views or something in one day. It was like a spike that came out of nowhere, and then I never got it again. I was like, I don't understand this, and so I had that, and I told Ryan about this because I had a 30-minute call with Ryan, and I was trying to figure this shit out. So I post like maybe 50 posts a day on my Moose account, and I make pretty much the same as on my named account.
Mhm.
Now,
Really?
the named account has 3,400 subscribers. The Moose account has 1,700. But the Moose account, I boost every single day. Every single day, I'm boosting at least 20 tokens and at least like $1 or something. So, I
Of course,
mean,
you have direct contact to Ryan.
Oh,
Well,
everybody does.
everybody does.
What
I
do you
mean,
mean?
I had a 30-minute
You have
conversation with him.
You had a 30-minute call. You called him, or he called you?
Like we had it on this thing.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
on chat.
Yeah.
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 I mean,
cool.
it's the same thing. Where it's a video call, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's fine. But we don't usually directly contact. Like I don't have.
Well, no, it
Ryan.
was a pre-planned. Like you have to sign up for it.
Oh, I see. You got an email about from Ryan that says he wants to get your opinion on how Mines is going, kind of thing.
Yeah,
and
he did that to
you
John,
let
too.
loose on him on.
He did
You
that to
unloaded
John.
on him.
Sorry,
on-
I didn't know you didn't get one. I thought it.
No,
everybody got
I
one.
did.
No,
I just didn't
we're
reply.
old dogs. We're old dogs. They don't
Okay,
fucking care
okay.
about us. Especially
okay.
Bill. Bill,
Yeah, there's
I gotta behave.
Bill responded. I've never seen Ryan. Well, yeah, Ryan did respond on general chat room.
Well,
But
I
do
got
you have?
that 1,000 tokens for the live stream contest, but I was never told how.
Did it get sorted out anyway? Like Bill got
I
involved.
got
in the
1,000
end?
tokens.
There you go.
It's because
okay,
he
you
bitched
did.
the
So you
most.
got it. Okay.
Because he finally got them to freaking get off their
Yeah,
butts
yeah,
and do
yeah.
it. And they're like, fuck
No,
it.
but they're
we're just gonna give it
responsive,
to
right?
I mean,
Right,
Somewhat,
but
even
like,
though they're
how
slow.
do I know I won? How do I know how I won? Like,
exactly.
come on, dude. Like, I want to know how I'm
You would
doing
like to
this
know
so
the
I
Yeah,
can do
it's-
better.
Can recreate
It's a
it,
secret
right?
algorithm,
Exactly.
man.
Do it again.
But I think we all in here believe that you won. right.
we can all raise our hands.
Yeah, we all vote for Moose winning the live stream. I think it's
I mean,
believable.
I appreciate it.
They don't want it because then
yeah,
people in
okay.
England would know the term city. Yeah. Mark.
What's Mark doing?
He made a he commented on my comment, I guess, whatever I was telling him about the city in London.
Okay.
Because we were talking about language and stuff.
We don't get along very well because he's all about legalese, and I really don't give a fuck. Like,
Really?
I'm all about doing what's right. Like, I'm all about doing what's right. I don't care about arbitrary laws. I don't care
Right.
about bullshit.
He's
Like,
all
anytime I
legal
talk
stuff,
about the
yes.
token, he's always like, post the same thing. I'm like, I don't give a shit about your rules and regulations. Like, people buy the token for a reason. You're not buying the token so you can just sink your money, right? You eventually want to make something, right? I mean,
Right.
come on, man. It's like you can sugarcoat the donut however you want. You can make it a cake or something, but it's still a fucking donut on the inside, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, Moose,
Sorry.
have you tried? Do you have your tokens on chain?
Xanax? No.
What?
Have I done what?
What?
What are you saying? No.
No.
Somebody else
It's
speaking?
not talking. Oh my goodness.
Hey.
Just do not.
What is going on here? We got
He said the wrong thing at the wrong time. No, we don't care if you did or did not. You don't tell
No,
us
I was
that.
joking. I don't.
He was just
I,
joking. He was thinking. He thought he's like, "Have I had my Xanax?" No, I haven't had my Xanax. And
no,
he's
because
just
I only
joking.
smoke weed. I'm just like all hyped up right now.
No, no one's talking
Okay,
about your
Moose, I
habit.
was asking whether you have your tokens on chain or off chain.
Both.
Oh, you have some on chain tokens as well,
Yeah,
Cool.
I have some liquidity too. So that's how I play the game.
right?
So this is how I like maximize my strategy.
Mhm.
Is you got to have at least some liquidity in like $100 or whatever.
Right.
And once you do that, your liquidity, it gains that multiplier just
Yeah.
like your regular account. And so I did that, and then I waited till the token dropped to like 4 cents or whatever, and I bought in like $500,
Okay.
and I just let it sit, right?
On chain,
I let it
right?
on chain,
Did-
and then you hit the liquidity button,
Yeah.
and whatever you put in, you have to put in Ethereum and Mines tokens. They have to be equal because they ride together. They ride that line together, and so you put in like $100 or whatever, and then you start gaining tokens automatically.
Yeah. Okay,
So-
Roger, you should be taking notes. You should listen carefully here to
I
this.
I tried
but-
to do
okay,
that, but
but-
that's too crazy.
or- All right, Moose. Did it cost you an arm and a leg to transfer your tokens on chain in the first place?
You never do that. You
Okay.
never, ever do that. That screwed me. Like, I got so pissed off that I quit Mines for like 6 months
Mm.
because I went to transfer them on chain, and
Uh-huh.
it cost me exactly what it was worth. So I
Whoa.
paid all this money for nothing, like literally nothing.
Right.
And I was just so like frustrated. I was like, forget this shit. So don't ever do that.
Okay.
The way I do it is through Transact. It's you can I use MetaMask.
Yes,
you have a
I have
Meta-
MetaMask,
MetaMask
as well. Yes.
wallet, and so you have to buy some Ethereum, and then you swap the Ethereum for the Mines token,
Mm-hmm.
and it should be a very low cost right now. It was
Okay.
only like $3 the last time I did it. It was
Uh-huh.
very low cost. Literally you're not losing that much. And then you swap it over to the Mines token. But the thing is, if you leave it in, you just leave it in your account, you gain tokens, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that's nothing compared to what you get for liquidity.
Right.
Because liquidity, it's basically a long-term investment. You could take it out, but it's better if you just toss it in there
Right.
and then just
Leave
take
it.
a little bit out at a time or add to it.
Mhm.
And it's like 10 times what you would get if you just
Right.
left it in your account. So that's how I do that. Okay. So right now I have $500 in there. I have
Right.
$500 in there. I'm making like nine tokens a day. Just doing
by
nothing.
sitting there doing nothing. Okay, so Rogers, you should
Doing
pay
nothing.
attention to this. This is what I've
Okay.
heard as well, and Moose's is like a practical example of how it's
Yeah, but-
working.
See, when I go to do the Ethereum though, they want freaking gas for freaking
No,
doing
that's
a
what. But what he's
transfer.
that's what he's saying. You don't do that. You
No,
don't
I mean
trans-
like I have to go on my Coinbase and actually take it
No,
off
no.
there.
Don't do that, Roger. I'm telling you. Coinbase, what they do is they screw you because the price is $16.20. They charge you $1,700, right? And
Yeah.
then they charge you this $20 fee to transfer it over to MetaMask. Just buy it on MetaMask.
Yeah,
There you go.
Buy it on MetaMask.
I'm gonna send you the
Just
link right now.
Get rid of
I've got
Coinbase.
MetaMask. I've got
You
it.
do.
Yeah, I just
Then you're
never
good.
use
Then
it.
cut the middleman. Don't ever buy on Coinbase unless you have to. And then
No,
you
I
swap
just-
the Ethereum right there.
I just use freaking MetaMask for trading. I don't even pull it off of Coinbase. Or you know what I'm saying? I just use Coinbase for buying and selling.
But you connect your MetaMask wallet to Minds, right?
Yeah.
Do you have it connected?
Yeah, no, actually, I have my Coinbase connected to it because MetaMask.
Connected to MetaMask, and then you can do
I
whatever Moose is saying. You can do just off of MetaMask,
I can do
Yeah.
that
and
because I don't for the longest time I haven't ever relied on my crypto when it comes to mines. I mean, it's always been cash. That's all I care about. Like I'm okay
Well, this
with
is how you get your cash, is what I'm
yeah,
trying to
man,
say.
yeah,
Because you got to get to that $100, right, to get the cash.
yeah.
So it's like, to get to the $100, you kind of got to pay to play if you want to get there faster.
Well,
Like,
I've already cashed out twice. That's within on the third. 2 days from now will be a year. I've cashed out. I've made 275 so far. With if I count the 50 that I've still got in my wallet.
well, I
But
did
that's-
586 or whatever. I could take the screenshot and show
Oh,
you,
I'm
and then I
fine.
have I have
believe you.
88 in it right now too, and
Uh-huh.
so like I'm almost there to do it again. So
Yeah.
I'm telling you, like, a winning strategy is just to put some money in there. If you have it, just toss it in there and just leave it and collect the tokens every single
Yeah.
day, right?
yeah.
And then boost whatever your best post is and just boost the hell out of that, and then you'll get all these likes, and then people will remind your shit, and then if people in this little group start reminding each other's stuff, then like
Yeah.
you get a little more traction there.
See, that's what I was
it-
saying. Like we've got like right here. I mean, we start sticking together and networking. Somebody was talking about that earlier, and I'm like, you don't have to manipulate nothing. It's just
Right.
a matter of freaking, if you know people and you guys are returning the favors.
Mm-hmm.
Like I like and remind your shit. You do the same for me, and then I do the same. That's what it's all about.
That's what the community's about, right? I mean,
Right.
that's what community's about. It's not manipulation, and as long as you do, like, you comment every once in a while, you say something like, hey,
Yeah.
or quote the post or whatever, and then you just take the post over to your page.
Mm-hmm.
But like, really, that we can do that. But dude, I put a contest on for my Freedom Gardening channel, or my group. There's over 700 people in there.
Mm-hmm.
An entire month went by, and I got 2 entries. I gave away 175 tokens for 2 entries.
Yeah.
It was embarrassing.
It's those private things. I did the private thing. I've got freaking house party. I got freaking my MILF stepmom for the game. I've got freaking The Adventures of Macaco on there, and this is like animated porn, dude. You know what I'm saying? For private, for anybody who wants it, and nobody freaking wants. I've got one person who actually did it, and this is after a month and a half. Okay, I turn around and I did this censored version for House Party, and people are liking that, but they don't want anything to do with freaking the private stuff. And I've told them over and over again, you can't give this stuff away, man. You know what I mean? They don't want it.
Sorry.
And like,
Do you have any
comments.
subscriptions on your channel, Moose?
No, dude, not one person, bro. Not one person. I even tried to put up I wanted to teach people how to do Midjourney, right?
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to teach people how to do the AI art. I wanted to give them everything. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Okay.
I can.
Sorry, my headphones was like, it was cutting back. So I wanted to teach everybody like how to do that, right? And I put a $20 price tag on it, because if you actually, if you value it, I mean, it's worth more than $20. Like, the knowledge I have to give you and stuff. And not one person did it. A lot of people were like, "Oh, it's a great idea, But the thing is I find that people are not motivated to do anything. I've offered to give my best friends. I've offered to show them how to do mines, how to make money on mines. I've like, they literally have all the time in the world. Some people I grew up with. Not one person has taken me up on it. not one person has taken like any initiative, even in the business out here. Like, it's crazy, dude. It's crazy. People just don't really like. They don't have a drive, dude. I have that tiger inside me. I'm always hustling.
Okay. But do they have Facebook? They have Instagram?
All these fuckers have Facebook. They're sucked into Facebook so hard. And it's
Okay.
like just getting them to click the link, just getting them to come over to Minds
Right?
would-
is like,
I'd love to have freaking comments on my freaking stuff. I don't care about any of that. If somebody would at least make a comment on mine, I'd be happy. I'm starting to get it now that my friend John came over, you know, and he's reminding and making comments. But like, me and him's been networking for freaking years, so we kind of have an understanding. You know what I mean? I do his shit, he does mine. But like on mines, man, it's like you're in the middle of a freaking barren desert, man. Nobody wants to freaking comment. They don't want to remind. They'll give you a thumbs up. That's it.
No,
Yeah. Okay.
if
So
you
what
look
is
near the top
Luz,
of
what
my
is your
profile?
Sorry, go ahead.
what was that, Dave?
If you'll look near the top of my profile, and I haven't updated it recently, I have a pinned post called Good Citizens of Minds. And I have different categories of people in there. But basically, the best way to get on that list is to interact with me.
Yeah.
And I kind of, it's basically a yellow pages of people who will comment on your stuff, is what
Yeah.
it boils down to.
Yeah.
And each time I post one, I post a link to the old version, and people do fall off of it. So, and I add new people as I go, and basically the best way to do it to get there is to interact.
Yeah.
And I've gotten those have been some of my most popular posts since I've been on there. That and my little autobiography, which needs to update, but that's not happening until some things change in my life.
Yeah. That's actually a good idea. They do that on what is that, Patreon? At the end of it, they'll freaking at their videos and stuff. They'll thank people for donating or being a part of their or joining their Patreon and stuff. And that's actually smart.
I had one of those posts myself, and I accidentally pinned too many posts, and because I literally post way too much, I could not find. I couldn't find it. I was scrolling for hours and I could not find the post.
I
So
found a
I gotta
secret
remake
to that.
it.
I found
Why
a
don't you
secret to
search-
that, Moose.
Search for it.
What's the secret?
Go into your profile and put it
Uh-huh.
in the about me. Like that's where I put my schedule. So if people freaking go and they see my profile, they'll see my schedule and everything that I do on there. So
Okay.
and then it's a lot. It's better for me because like if you notice I do a lot of posts, and when I go down that list of what I have to do on what day, I can keep track of it. It's
Thank
just
you.
really helpful. Because like I post a lot of shit, and I've actually slowed down. I was doing like 8 posts a day for 6 months.
Dude, I do a lot. I do a ton of posts. And I don't know. It's just because I generate so many images every day, and like I really don't know what people like on Minds. Like I literally don't know what people like. They just click on shit and they don't interact. So I never really know like what they like about it unless it's a hot chick. If it's a hot chick, they're like, "Oh, I'd bang that girl," or "Oh, that girl's hot," you know? Like that's how I get people to interact with me is posting like women.
Clickbait.
I do that
It's
to
clickbait.
Chemtrail.
No, are you prepared for Jehovah's return? You put a hot chick on something like that and then have.
I do that with Chemtrail
Are
all the
you
time.
ready for the return of God now?
Like Chemtrail, I don't know if you guys ever watched him on the freaking Mines, but like he like posts some of the hottest chicks on freaking there, dude. I've seen hot chicks on mine, dude, but he like hits it right on the freaking nose. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, dude, I know that, dude. I know that chick.
I've had to unfollow him because I scroll mines at work, and he's crossed over the line of what I can have on my screen.
Yep.
So I've actually, even though I really like following the guy, I've had to unfollow him for my own
Mental health.
security.
But he doesn't use the NSFW tag on his post.
Not always.
Nah,
He might now.
He, does,
He may have been
he
more.
doesn't. And my wife's walked in and she's like,
Oh,
"Whoa!"
man.
Like, what the
Okay.
fuck? He's a trip. He's a crazy old man, dude. I'm like, fuck.
I
Yeah.
just follow the political stuff.
All the political stuff.
The
just-
political stuff, the conscious stuff, the stuff that's gonna, yeah. Unless you guys got some guys in some speedos, you know, that might be more my speedo. You know, like you know.
I mean, I can
lift
generate
bodies.
that, but I don't want
No,
to.
I don't want an AI
I
version.
can put myself in a
I'll-
speedo, but you'd
Well,
never come back.
Let's test that theory. I am subscribed to you, so let's test that theory.
Oh,
Let you-
Robot. He was on here, man. If he was
Oh,
on
no,
here in
Robot
a
was on here,
thong,
hands down. That would have been light up my speedo.
she even put the video on so that he could see what she looks like. Whenever
That
we
is
were all
not
three on there.
why I did
Uh,
not do that.
I was like, oh hell no.
I
was like-
you put me on blast. We're live now, just so you know. You want me to come back tomorrow?
I gave you guys 2 accounts down there in the chat, Lady Red and John G. And if you interact with those 2 every day, like those are 2 of the people that when she left the platform for like a week, like my engagement dropped dramatically because she's like, when she reminds one of your things, like people like it.
And whenever
Yeah, Lady Red is pretty popular.
I've seen her on here, I go by her. I usually, whenever I do it, I go by like everybody who subscribed to me, and I'm subscribed to them, and like they're regularly active on my notifications. Like if they notify me that they've liked something, I'll usually return the thing, but then I'll go into the timeline and kind of double check, see if there's some stuff I can check off, and she's always on there.
Oh wow, Lady Red is even a pro, huh?
Yeah, she's a big dog.
Cool.
That's what I call them.
She says she likes it. She says she's doing okay. I've asked her a couple questions, and she's never been like unhappy with what she's getting.
No, I would be willing to do the pro, but like for me, I'm kind of old school on like the whole business thing. Like, you know, when I invest something, I don't just want to make my money back. A good investment should at least pay you back 2, maybe 3 times the amount you put into it. You know, so if I'm investing $60 a year, I'd like to make at least 80 or $180 back. You know what I mean? And that's like old school ethics right there.
I think you can, though. I know you can.
Well, I know I can. I know now that you can do it. You know, but I know on Minds Plus that you can do it. So,
But one thing that confuses me is if you go to the Minds Pro page right now, it says that you can get paid in Ethereum, Bitcoin, cash, or tokens. And then it also says how you still get a website. And so I'm confused because they told me that you weren't going to get a website, and that's what I bought it for.
Yeah.
So that's the one thing that we have to like push them to get clarity on, because if they're going to change everything to affiliate marketing, it's going to be an MLM. It's going to be a pyramid scheme. And if you guys like, if they don't clarify things and they're not really giving what they're offering, we're going to be basically bad faith actors.
Right.
Don't get me started on that. I told Tan like last week when we were talking, you know, he's just on here for you know, getting to meet stuff and everything. And I was like, well, I was just the opposite. I first came to mines because they said I could make money off of this stuff. You know, I got an email in my email address saying that I could earn money by making making posts and stuff like that. I came in here and it just like, that was the whole purpose for me coming to mines, you know. And as time went by, it just seemed to freaking be one thing right after the other. I remember when when I first got in here, they had Stripe, and then I didn't know what Stripe was. I knew what PayPal was, and I was kind of hesitant because I didn't know what Stripe was. Well, I learned about it, so I finally got it. But then they go and they freaking say, well, we're going to switch over to cryptocurrency, you know, and you can make money off of cryptocurrency. Well, come to find out, it's a token. You know what I mean? It's not a coin. So I'm like, what the hell, dude? And finally, the only reason why I got Mines Plus was because I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I've been on this thing long enough. I'm going to give it a try. So I gave it a try, and I started actually making money. And basically I had to give up that idea where freaking I can get something for nothing, you know what I mean? Because that just doesn't exist on the internet.
Well, it does if you're a scammer.
Yeah. I'm really surprised though about all the stuff that I've had to actually learn by doing all this stuff. Like, I didn't want to learn about cryptocurrency. I didn't want to hear nothing about that shit. You know, now I know what Dogecoin is and like what the cryptocurrency is that you need to avoid and things like that. I remember in school they showed me how to do stock markets in economics. You know, they'd sit down with a newspaper and they'd say keep records of the stocks that you wanted, and don't only do it by the month, but like do it from the previous day to the next day, and you compare them. So I did that with cryptocurrency, and I mean, it's pretty messed up. I mean, people that fall for that shit, like you always hear the jokes on TV about people trying to make $1 million off of freaking cryptocurrency. Well, it's true. You know, if you're not big into cryptocurrency, you're going to make exactly the amount of money that you put into it. It's never about you making more money and actually getting more, because the prices are always fluctuating.
They always do. They always fluctuate. But I can tell you that when the Mines token went all the way up to 11, that was when I think I made like 1,500.
Yeah, that's also when you need to pull it out. Just don't.
I know I did. I pulled out.
I
pulled out a big chunk of it. But that's the thing, is like it could have went up to $3 again, and then I would have missed out on that. You never know when it's right to take it out.
That's the whole thing, though. Like that's what makes cryptocurrency different than the freaking stock market, because the stock market's more reliable. It's been around for a really long time, so there's people who can really guess stocks, and they're really good at it. But like cryptocurrency is a whole new level. It's brand new. There's way more volatility, and like you're literally gambling on a day-to-day basis. You know, I can have $15 in a crypto coin one day, and it can drop down to $10, then shoot back up to $12, and then up to $20. You know, and this is within maybe 4 days.
I got real good at playing the stock market. I figured out a trick that kind of worked, 80% of the time. In my last several times, I just bombed out and I stopped putting money in it for a while. I kind of got the dejected feeling from making too many bad choices.
Yeah.
But I've made more on stocks than I've lost. Just my last few attempts at using my method failed, so threw up my hands for a while. I'll get back into it.
With cryptocurrency, all I did was the percentages. If it doesn't draw interest, I don't want nothing to do with it. That's the first thing. Like, it has to actually draw interest, because if it doesn't, then I don't want nothing to do with it. And then the second one, I have to keep an eye on it for at least a month, maybe 2 months before I even buy it, because I want to see what the volatility is in that coin. If I'm okay with it, then I'll go for it, and I won't. In computers, they call it data dumping, and you can do the same thing with cryptocurrency. They say, you know, you can dump a crap loads of cryptocurrency in, or you can just feed it, and that's what I do. I'll put a certain amount each month into it so that the interest keeps going up. And that's how I do it. But I don't ever like put a lump sum of cryptocurrency in at one time and be done with it, because you don't gain as much over a period of time. Now, if you do it in increments, you'll gain more interest. That makes sense.
Yeah, but Roger, definitely take Moose up on his advice about using MetaMask wallet connected to mine.
Yeah,
Get some on-chain tokens going so you can earn liquidity while your token is sitting on the on-chain
I'm
wallet,
thinking about it.
doing nothing.
Well, see, I
Yeah.
was thinking about that, and then I was thinking about that stuff that Mark was talking about buying into mines. But then I thought about that. I'm like, isn't that isn't that a fund me where you put the money
Oh,
in?
buying into mines. Oh yeah, like invest. Actually, it's like buying a share
Yeah,
of mines, right? And then you get like annual profit sharing kind of a thing, right?
yeah.
Yeah. You have that option too. I don't have that option living in Canada. I can't do it. But
Well, I don't know what the payback is on that. I mean, like, do you have to wait until the fund me is done before you can find out if they can actually buy mines? Because that's
no. I thought there was something offered a while ago that you can be a owner of mine, be a mine owner or something like
right.
that.
That's what I was thinking too. I haven't heard much about it after it stopped being posted on the profiles.
Mhm.
They were saying like, be the first. You have this rare opportunity.
And
to be the
they're
first.
also working in it. Oh, so you just reply that you're interested, and they will notify you when it's open for
Yeah.
sale, kind of thing, right?
Tell them I want money. Like, and like the liquidity thing, the only reason why I backed away from it because it was so confusing on how to transfer freaking the cryptocurrency over. That's all
Right.
it was. And
Yeah, I think you got hung up with the transferring of the off-chain your
Yeah.
off-chain token onto the on-chain,
yeah,
and I
and
think Moose just sorted it out for you there.
yeah,
Yeah, I think you should though, because if the faster you do it, the more tokens you'll have to promote your page. The faster you'll get paid.
yeah.
I mean, that's my strategy.
I can put a little bit of change on my Uniswap. There's nothing wrong with that for me because like it's a good tool anyhow. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like you should have at least petty cash on there to where you can use it if you need it.
Mhm.
So I have no problem with all that because I noticed that even on the wallet for Coinbase, it's completely separate from the actual page. You know what I mean? Like they're not connected, so you have to literally transfer cryptocurrency off the page onto your wallet. And
You mean the one Coinbase wallet or the Minds wallet?
Coinbase,
Coinbase.
yeah. Like they have a wallet that can go on your browser. Where
Yes,
you can-
yes. I know. Similar to MetaMask, right?
Right.
But you don't have any of those wallets connected to Minds right now?
Oh yeah. I've got. I'm thinking it's the Coinbase right now.
Mm.
And Uniswap, I was gonna hold off on it and maybe do something with it, but Uniswap just pisses me off. I gotta actually read and shit, you know. I mean, oh, there's Do Better.
Oh wow, we got Do Better.
Man, what the hell?
We got Chris.
we got a party going on.
All
up
right, we
here.
got party. I was thinking of getting up, and then you got more people joining.
Hi, hey, Do Better. What's up?
Hey
Sorry,
now.
I'm passing out the link to everybody.
Yeah, I got
good.
the link from Moose.
That's
What's
cool.
going on?
Not
How doing?
much. Glad you're here.
Sweet.
We got a. Our,
We were just talking about how to make money off of Minds.
Uh-huh.
get rich.
Well, I just posted about the live streaming. Like, when are they going to put monetization? They haven't really gave an answer. They're kind of PR about it. PR response people.
Wait, would you say that?
They
The
haven't
live
figured
stream?
it out yet, I don't think.
Yeah, I said they asked a question if, would you live stream on Minds? And I was like, yeah, if y'all make it more noticeable, make it where there's live chat within the stream, so you don't have to scroll down to type a message and you're not able to see the screen. And then add monetization with some kind of analytics. So
I think they're definitely heading toward that. It's just something. This is something that just is just so fresh out, right? It's just a new feature that they're even developing.
yeah, that was their responses. Yeah,
Yeah.
those are definitely great suggestions. Just kind of not
Oh, wow, John.
not very easy to implement.
All right, we got some.
What up,
some
John
big,
G?
we got some big guns joining
doing,
us.
guys?
I'm just gonna bow out, guys.
No, you're good, man. You're
Stay
good.
right here,
Stay here,
man.
bro.
I'm scared now.
Actually, I'm really looking forward to the conversation to come, but I got to get out of here. My shift ended an hour ago, and I got over an hour to drive to get home.
Well, dang, I just got the notification. Sorry, bud.
We're glad you're
And
here,
John, I
Pico.
just got
Dave.
through telling them you were one of my best followers. You're awesome.
Cool, thanks.
Yeah, John's the man. All right, Dave, thank you for the talk, brother, and drive safe out there.
You be safe.
It's Houston. There's nothing safe about it.
Oh,
That's the truth.
we're
All
glad
right,
you're here.
Rogers, I'm going to
See you
let you
later.
take over as well because I have some errands to run myself.
Okay.
Well, good talking to you briefly as it was.
Oh, it is fine.
Thank you, Chris. Likewise.
Yes.
See you guys next week.
Good night, guys. Be safe.
Glad you're here. And thank you very much, Tan. I still say that I should start calling you Fan again because I like that. Okay, so
All right, man.
I'll
See you
see you
next week.
later.
Bye.
But yeah, we were basically talking about a lot of that when it comes to like the cryptocurrency, and it took. I was explaining how it took me a long time to figure out that the cryptocurrency was basically a coin, and what the difference, not a coin, but a token, and what the difference between a token and a coin was, and Do Better was talking about what he wanted to do with live videos. So, I mean, if you want to continue with that, Do Better, go for it.
Yeah, well, I'm just bringing up whatever I was talking about. I don't know how
Yes.
that got brought up, but anyway.
But yeah, on the live stream, I have my issues too on it, like that live here. That's kind of sketchy right there. If you go on their main page and look at it, and like they say that they are cryptocurrency kind of set up. And my question is if they're doing the cryptocurrency, then why are they wanting me to pay for their services? You know what I mean? Like, I'm
Right.
they've even got the cryptocurrency and everything listed down below on their mainstream and or on their main platform.
Right.
main
And are
page.
we earning any kind of live peer for streaming?
Nope.
How do you
Well,
earn
we're
live
doing
peer?
it through Minds. Minds
Right.
is the ones that's doing it,
So-
but like not from
Mines
Live
is
Peer.
paying for that, I believe. Like they have to
Yeah.
pay for that service. So it's
I
not,
think right
it's
now
not
it's
free to them.
free. I think right now it's free because they opened it up for testing for us. But yeah, I think essentially it would be a paid type of service. But like you're saying, I don't understand how it could be a crypto and charging for the service, and then how are we're not earning by being part of the ecosystem, adding
Yeah.
to the blockchain, basically.
See, that's kind of what my whole thing about that is. And then me and Tan and Mark were on there looking at it, and they have like 8 people who are actually I forgot what the situation was, but they have 8 people doing the job that freaking like Twitch has 120 people doing when it comes to the cryptocurrency and the on-chain stuff. So it was like I didn't even know that until freaking Tan mentioned it. And
You talking about mines?
no, Live Peer.
Oh,
It's just-
okay. Live peer.
I'm kind of skeptic about that in the way
Well,
they are.
mines is basically about a 8-person team too.
Yeah.
Right. I think it's probably closer to 20 or something now, I think.
Oh, really? Really?
Yeah.
20? Oh,
Like in my more recent discussions with like either my Ryan or Jack or something, I think.
well, that's better than I was thinking, but yeah.
Yeah, it's getting up there. I think they've hired some more people, I think.
Cool. Definitely need it.
Yeah, definitely.
I know.
Because I think that the streaming at Mines, I think that with this initial phase, I think it's going to be like free for now. But I think the intention will be to put it on to like Mines Plus or Mines Pro. at some
Only.
point here.
Yeah, you would have to have Mines Plus or Pro to be able to live stream. I think that's the way what you're talking about.
Yeah, and maybe like with Pro, you'd be able to have more capability, maybe more people on a stream or something. Maybe they could do something like that. Because I know they're always looking for reasons, reasons for people to join Plus or Pro. Maybe doing something like that.
I have seen an uptick in the views though since I started live streaming. I mean, there is a big difference. So, I mean, in that aspect, I mean, if you're able to live stream on here, I would take advantage of it, because it's I've gotten $30 just off this month alone, and it usually takes me about I'd say about 2.5 months to get $30
Cash money from
cash money
where are you getting the
from Mines
Revenue.
Mines Plus.
Mines Plus revenue? Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Yeah.
I
Cool.
mean, I have seen the advantages to it, but
Because I know they're redoing the Mines Plus monetization. 'Cause I had like a chat with Ryan like a week or two ago, and then we had like the
Town hall.
Mine
Yeah.
town hall like last week or something. And,
Yeah,
I'm not
don't
real
you?
keen on some of that because I mean just doing away with the like monetization.
I don't like that
That's
at
how
all,
I get a
dude.
lot of mine. Mine.
It's kind of it's like a multi-level marketing scheme, like we're
Yeah.
a pyramid scheme now because we have to invite somebody in order to get
Yeah, I
45%
kinda
cut.
get I kind of got that feeling too. It's like, I mean, the only way to make money is to get people to use your link to get, you know,
And then I just told everybody that was here earlier,
and then-
it's not working right now, John. There 3 people signed up for Plus under my link, and not one of them got credited to my account.
Hmm.
I
wish
mean,
I
they may
was-
have to do it in the right manner or something like that. Use that link or something, not just do it on their own.
They did. I gave them the link. They clicked on the link. That's how they signed up for Mines. That's how they found out about it. 2 people, they said they swore up and down they clicked the link. Then I signed up for it myself under
They
the link,
also have
and it
to,
didn't work.
They also have to be active for at least, I think it's 48 hours, or
No, I heard it was 30 days. Like,
is it 30?
yeah, 30 days. Like,
All right, cool. That might be it, because I think there's one that's like probably at least a month, and then there's one that's barely a month.
I know there's
okay.
some metric of activity. They have to be active for a certain amount of time before they recognize it as a confirmed invite or whatever like that.
Okay, cool. But see, they don't tell you that. They don't tell you that on the thing. They just say you get your 45% when someone pays for the year or whatever. you know?
Right. That's
So-
part of the breakdown in the communication. That
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
a frustrating part of it, and yeah, I don't know what to say about that.
Yeah, and I think the other method for monetization is just with the super mines, where you'll
Yep.
get, if you're a Plus member or Pro, you get some of the super mines with the either the tokens or cash, and that'll be one. Then I think the idea is like they'll basically try and, at least if you do it by like the $7 a month, they'll try and give that monetization to you through super mines, or like if you do like the $60 a year, which I do,
yeah.
they'll somehow do that to you or something like that. So I'm not sure I really understand that, if they're just kind of passing that through, but
Yeah, I don't understand the whole monetization model of the live streaming. That should be a whole nother monetization model.
Well, see,
Yeah.
like, I think I posted it earlier today in the chat, and I think, first of all, I think with like the analytics part, I agree with organic reach 100%, but I think they also should add in freaking clickbait rate. You know what I mean? To where we know what the click rate is on posts that we make. How many people are just seeing it or clicking on it because of boosts, or because it's being popped up on their profile, compared to people who are actually watching it. You know what I mean? And I think that would be a big difference in the analytics too, because these boosts are just way out of hand. I mean, they're boosting everything. I go into a group and just because I make my groups freaking public, all of a sudden I got 50 freaking boosts. You know what I'm saying? Come on, dude.
You can turn that off now, Roger.
I gotta go private though.
No, you don't. You could turn the boost thing off now, brother.
You can.
They just updated it, yeah.
I'll do it. I mean, because I think it's getting out of hand with all that stuff. If you can't give people the views that you're promising them, stop giving them that many views. I mean, it's that simple. I have no
Yeah, because
problem.
it's not helping us, dude. It's
know.
hurting us, because nobody wants to go see my gardening group and go see some chode or some like bikinied woman. Like I don't know, man. It's not working for me the way they're doing things.
Yeah. They're telling everybody they can give them like 1 million views and shit. And they know damn well they don't have 1 million people on here.
Yeah, and they're talking about there's 5 million people on Mines.
Yeah.
There might be 5 million accounts that have been activated and created or whatever, but there's not 5 million active users.
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know if they've ever really published like how many of those accounts are active in a given month or something.
Right.
They
If there's
have-
if there was 100,000 people, I would be shocked.
Yeah. Same
Yeah.
here. I'm really amazed with like the fact that the chat is actually still got people on it. To be honest with you, you know what I mean? Like the profile or my actual Minds account is like a barren ghost town. I've got people that will like my posts and stuff like that, but I get no comments. I got one person that reminds my stuff, and that's because I've known them for a long time. And well, you guys have been reminding it here recently, but other than that, I mean, no activity whatsoever. And they have those groups. I went in to check my old groups because I haven't used them for forever, and I went in there and they were just completely out of sync. People couldn't find like old groups that they had. They just literally vanished. So Bashy and them had to go in and fix all that. That was like about a month ago. So there's a lot of things that really do need to be worked on and fixed. Like I can't give in to that whole idea that there's 5 million people on Minds. It's just something.
No.
I don't agree with that
And
either.
John, have you looked at the Minds Plus or Pro page lately? It says that you can get paid in Ethereum, Bitcoin, something else, and it says that you can get a website still for the Pro. And they told me that you can't get a website for the Pro. So like, I'm so confused at that.
Right.
I think they might be getting away from the website for Pro. I think Ryan may have mentioned that. They may just not have updated the Pro website.
Do I see something interesting? Check out
But
this
it's
company.
new.
So,
It's new. They updated it since the last time I looked at it. That's why I'm like, why are they updating it with false information?
maybe they're not talking to each other or something. I don't know. Could be something like that. Yeah, this is. I mean, yeah, I don't know.
Now, Do Better, was there something you were trying to say?
No, that was the my video started playing and
Oh, okay. I thought you was
That was a-
talking.
person talking to me.
I didn't know for sure. I heard
Yeah, I
something
got you.
in there.
No worries, no worries. I was trying to stop it quick as I could.
Yeah, just with the plan changes for Minds Plus, I'm just not sure because I don't know if like the base membership really, or like people that are the Minds Plus members really understand what's coming. And I'm not sure how they're going to react once they realize that just posting something to Minds Plus, you're not going to get that. Can lead to like pretty much no monetization unless someone opens up Minds Plus account to unlock it or something.
Yeah, exactly. Like none of us are gonna make any money anymore.
I mean, because I don't know what the incentive other than maybe the idea that someone could do that. I think that's kind of a fruitless effort to some degree. I don't think I would go out of my way to make a lot of posts like I do, with the photographs and all that kind of stuff. But if I'm not really getting much for it, other than just the standard tokens or whatever. 'Cause I mean, I do have my bank account connected, so I get cash for it. But
Well, see, like, Minds actually was one of the first platforms that I've seen who've made these kind of mistakes. And I went to another platform that was fairly young that kind of did the same thing Minds did back when they got into this crypto stuff. But the only difference between Minds and them was the fact that they were like maybe a year old when they did it, and their name is Fruit Lab. I don't know if you guys ever been to them or not, but
no,
they're 1 year in, or they were 1 year in when they freaking decided to get this great idea that they're gonna change over to cryptocurrency instead of the platform that they had. And from the experiences that I've seen go through, that Minds went through with having at least a few years of, being on the internet. From what I've seen, I told him, I was like, it's a mistake. First of all, you've only been on the internet for like a year long, and you want to make something that big up, and they didn't want to hear it. And I was like, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to give up on Fruit Lab, and you're going to freaking do a freaking another level. You're going to make it Fruit Lab Pro or Fruit Lab Premium or something like that, and
Yeah.
you're going to charge people for it, because as you gain cryptocurrency from the mining, the value of the freaking token gets smaller and smaller, which means the people who actually are doing the mining, which is us, are going to gain less and less. You know what I mean? So the value of the token is actually going to go down in value. And they just didn't want to hear it, and they ended up doing the same thing that I told them that they were going to end up, going with a premium. Like, we've got Mine Plus now, and now we got Mines Pro, and all the time that original platform is just a piece of garbage.
Yeah.
I mean, it's horrible on just regular mines. It really is. But when I got Mines Plus, I thought things were going to be better, but it's not. I've had just as much frustration with Mines Plus as what I had when I had regular mines. The only problem was I wasn't getting money for it, And I thought it was a miracle that I got payouts 2 times now, you know what I mean? But if they're gonna keep paying me, then I'm gonna just keep on putting up with the bullshit. And then when they stop paying me, that's when it's over. I'm not paying for this stuff.
I mean, the way I'm reading, like, the plan for, the October update is, it's gonna be harder to get money.
Yeah.
I mean, I do okay with the, the monthly payout, or like the, how much I make a month and stuff. So I don't really have any complaints there with the current system, but I know with the newer system, it's going to be much harder to make anywhere near that.
Yeah, and it sounds like it's going to make it a lot easier for the people that they're trying to make it harder for. Because they're just going to be inviting each other into the system.
Yeah, and it's probably going to be, I'm almost guessing, I can almost see there's probably going to be some way to game the system.
Mm-hmm.
Someone will figure something out, like some little Ponzi kind of thing or something.
Well, I know.
Pay each other or something. I don't know.
I know from what I've seen of Fruit Lab, I mean, and this is just my opinion, but I think it was a scam, because like what they were doing was guaranteeing that people were going to have their wallets, and they just got it like maybe, I'd say 2-3 months ago, after saying that they were going to get it for like 2 years. And in the meantime, they were selling gift cards. You know what I mean? You can go to buy freaking Steam $50 gift cards for your freaking, what they call them, pips, which would be the equivalence of a Mines token,
Right.
And people were just falling for that shit over and over again. And now you go on that website, and it's garbage. I mean, they literally destroyed their entire freaking platform because they decided to go that route. And I'm just saying, it's a miracle that freaking Mines is still here, to be honest, from what I've seen. I mean, it really is.
Yeah, I agree. I see a lot of glaring negligence and lack of communication, and then whenever somebody calls them out for something that isn't really talked about much, they kind of just brush it off or totally ignore it, really.
Yeah.
So
I don't think they want to deal with it, to be honest. I mean, there's like Bashy just now recently started talking on the help and support again. Like she just stopped talking. She's like, fuck it. You know, like, yeah, fuck all this.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And she used to always talk. She was always on there responding and
Dude.
stuff.
I don't think I honestly don't think that after this change comes that I don't think there's gonna be the old guard. Like I'm not gonna sit here and waste my time if I don't get paid for it.
Yeah.
John's not gonna do that.
I mean,
I'm not gonna
stick
sell
around for
people a
while.
broken product. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I'll stick around for a while. I mean, I mean, I like the idea, you know, for mines and all that. So, I mean, my initial reason for joining Mines Plus was mostly for supporting the platform, and you know, I found out, you know, I can make a little money on it as well. So that's why I'm peeping there. But we'll have to see how things go,
Yeah.
that kind of stuff too.
With me, like I said, like I've got to renew my Mines Pro or my Mines Plus actually tomorrow. I think no, 2 days from now, because that's when it starts back up. And I was really teetering on it, you know, and I went out and I looked at the other stuff, and I mean, there's really nothing out there. I mean, like everything I've checked when it comes to making money is crazy. Like I went and checked BitChute out, and that's just a that's a joke. I mean, like the way that they want you to pay for their services is banned in the freaking United States. You know what I'm saying? Like that coin payment thing that they've got going there.
The library or whatever.
Yeah.
Or not, no, that's Odyssey. I think
That's Odyssey. I forgot the name of it, but
Yeah.
you can do the Scriber or whatever they call that, and then they
Right.
have the other one where it's cryptocurrency. You can go in, you can pay for it through that, but you can't freaking sign up for it because anybody in the United States is ineligible for it. And I thought that was kind of shifty. So
Yeah, I had a lot of hope for Mines to be a place where I could actually become like a content creator and earn some kind of income, and not necessarily like quit my day job, but some kind of supplementation of, you know, my income. But it's really not been. There was one little blip when crypto went, you know, red hot or ice hot or whatever, white hot,
yeah.
where, you know, I got a little something, but then as soon as the market tanked, it's like back to nothing.
Yeah.
So
Or when the Mines token was like, you know, $3 or something there.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
but-
cashed a few in. So
Oh,
my
that would have been
my
nice.
few years of effort turned into something. But then after that and the thing was that it was up for like 6 months maybe.
Yeah.
So I had that much time to figure out what am I gonna do, you know what I'm saying? All this money, like, but then I had worries like if I do cash all of it, then it's like gonna raise some kind of red flags. It's gonna be stuck in litigations forever. Because I literally had some crypto that I traded, and they froze it because it was over $1,000 or something. I was like, what in
Yeah.
the fuck? And that was before mine, so that gave me caution when I had any kind of actual money to even do anything.
Yeah.
So it's like it's anonymous, but at the same time, the motherfuckers still control it.
Yeah, they do control it. And I just wanted to bring up real fast. I boosted over 500 tokens in the month of August. Over 500 tokens. I'm gonna go through this and I'm gonna tell you how much I boosted in cash, dude.
Wow. That's a lot of tokens in 1 month.
Yeah.
Man.
Just in tokens, that's a lot. I think I did 30. One a day for 30
I
days.
think I think I might have pushed about 150 or 200 this month, but that's like a rare month for me.
I'm big on organic reach, okay? And
Me too.
people
Yeah.
give me so much shit over that, and I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna freaking get superficial freaking views because you know, when you get on your scheduled videos and posts and you see freaking views already on there, you got to tell yourself that's pretty fucked up, man. Nobody's seen this yet. You know,
Right.
how the hell am I got 250 views on something that hasn't even been posted
Wow.
yet? You know.
Shit ain't working.
I'm
And I've reached out to be a tester. I've got like a computer, iPad, multiple Androids. I had a iPhone at one time. All the things that I could test with, but they don't communicate. So,
yeah.
and it's not on. I mean, I know that I've said some choice words and gotten pretty irate with them, but it's their own fucking fault because they have neglected to communicate, and that leads to frustration. So they got what they got from what they deserved.
You know, I went through that phase too, but I guess mine's freaking just beat me into submission. You know what
Exactly.
I mean, that's basically what it is. If it shows me results, fuck it, I'm okay. I mean, I hate saying it like that, but that's basically it, because I don't really like having conversations about that stuff with them anymore.
Right.
You know, I mean, like back when they had that Minds Help Center on the groups,
Hmm.
they got so mad at me because I kept coming in there and making comments about the issues that I was having, and then freaking I'd always bring up that stuff about organic reach, and the guy that was in charge of it kept giving me shit because he's like, that's not important, and then freaking, you know what happens, they go in, they put freaking organic reach into the analytics. I'm like, why do you think that's there? It's because it's important, you know.
Right.
They kept running their mouth saying that it's not important, you know. And now they're talking about thumbs down and thumbs up, and
Oh, it's ruining everything too. And I just counted everything, $39. So I put in 39, and for the month of August, I only made 81.62.
Yeah.
The worst month I've done.
yeah. And see, that's goes back to what I was talking about. You need to make at least 3 times the amount, and that's the old school. That's old timers, okay? And I'm not talking about the internet. I'm talking about business, okay?
You know, I've been the Minds Plus for a long time, and I've gotten paid out one time.
Wow.
Once.
My uncle, well, he's my dad's cousin, so he'd be my second cousin. But Bernie, he taught me at an early age. He's like, he took me to the store and he freaking showed me something that was on the shelf, and he said, "This is $5 on the counter, right?" And I go, "Yeah." And he goes, "You know how much that's worth?" And I said, "No, $5." And he says, "No, it's not." He's like, "You divide that by 3." So you divide by that by 3, and that's how much it's worth at wholesale price. And he says, now what you need to do is you need to freaking get something at wholesale price, and you need to make a profit. And he's like, that needs to be at least 3 times the amount of what you paid into it, at least. Okay. So, and people don't really comprehend that business model no more, you know what I mean? They think that freaking they go in and they just promote shit, you know what I mean? Go on YouTube and hit that promote button and spend more money than what you're actually freaking getting out of it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna wait until I get freaking I think it's down finally to 1,000 subscribers before I even get money for it. And I'm just gonna keep hitting a promote button because I want that video to do good. You know, they're making money off of me.
Yeah.
I gotta wait 5 years before I can even get money from them. and just nobody, they don't comprehend the way things are actually supposed to be. And all you got to do is say, freaking look, this is how I'm going to do things, and do it that way. You don't have to cave into that crap. It's not really all that complicated, not unless you make it complicated. You know,
Right.
if they don't pay me what I want, then I'm leaving. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna debate with them because I've already done that. And like I said, they beat me into submission. I'm done. The only person that's helped me on this whole platform has been Mark and Tan. Those are the only two.
Yeah, there's a lot of good people on mines, like as far as the actual members,
Yeah.
us.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
us, there's a lot of great people on here. I mean, well, Moose is one of them. He's freaking, and like, I know everybody has a problem with freaking chemtrails, but dude, I love the crap out of that dude. He is crazy as dog shit.
Yeah, I haven't had any problem too much with him.
Yeah.
There was a couple of things where he got a little spammy,
Yeah.
and I might have blocked him, but I actually, enjoy that he is waking people up. It's just there was a behavior that he was doing that was like, okay, I'm not gonna watch all that. But yeah, he's pretty cool.
Yeah, I have not had a problem with them, but just I mean, I don't agree with everything there, but that's fine. We all have our differences there.
Yeah. And Retro Cheap, when it comes to gaming, mine's gaming, he just vanished. He's nowhere to be found anymore. And
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
He got pissed and left.
yeah.
He put in so much work into the platform
So
and the
much
mines,
work. So much
the
work.
mines token thing that he was doing.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Retro Cheat, he's still there if you guys ever need help with all that. Have you guys tagged Retro Cheating?
Retro.
Oh yeah,
Subscribe to him.
retro game cheating. He's cool too. He always
Yeah.
interacts.
I go to him. He's really good. And he'll do everything, not just retro games. So
I think there was like a chat we did with like Chris and myself and Ryan did a chat. I think it was like the game test play or something was on there too. Seemed
Yeah.
okay.
no, I'm not mistaken when I say this, am I? But didn't somebody take Minds Gaming and change it over to GameTuber or something like that? GameTube or some shit like that.
No, not that I know of.
Some group of some kind. But well,
I think maybe that might be his brother, because
Yeah.
he's a gamer something.
I
That might be his brother.
I had it in my groups. I just can't. Oh, GamerTube. Yeah,
I
but
think that might be his brother.
that's
Brother's
got,
account or something.
yeah. Now, I mean,
That's-
if they kept it going, that's fine, But I mean, they don't even respond anymore or nothing.
Yeah, he gets busy and he works. He's got a business, I think. So
Yeah.
it's not like he's only mines. But yeah,
They should be.
Speaking of,
he has been away for a little while.
Begging for likes over here. I put my live stream up. If you guys don't, if you have time later.
And that reminds
Check
me,
it out.
before we get off here, man, if you guys want to make any plugs, freaking go for it. Anybody want to
I have
say,
everybody here.
No,
I
I mean,
have
like,
John G,
I'm
Do
not-
Better. I got you, Roger. I got Karma Love. I think I do. I
this is-
subscribed today.
Check out
This is a
the
stream.
Mine's Boost stream.
No, hey,
This
is-
uh,
this
you
is
can
a
check out
stream.
and see your actual boost in action.
Okay, this is a stream. So what I'm saying is, at the end, I'm gonna say, if you guys want to give a plug, man, freaking tell people what your
Oh.
profiles are.
Right, that's what I was doing just then. Go check out
Okay.
the Mine's Boost feed on YouTube and
Oh, that's
Mine's
fine.
and
I'll
other
stay
places.
anonymous.
Okay. What about you, Karma Love? You got anything?
Not right now. I'm still building my channels, you know. I just floating around. I'm good where I'm at, actually. But thank you, Moose. I saw you. You gave me like some likes and stuff, or I think they call it upvotes here. So thank you. I appreciate it. I'll attempt to do the same thing with you, but it'll tell me I have to like spend money to do it. So you might have to pay.
Oh, don't worry about that. I just sent you 10 tokens, okay? I just gotta type in the code.
How do I do that? Like, what is this? I'll get requests to do a supermine, and it'll be like, oh, you can get a token. I'm listening to you guys talk about it, but I don't even know what like to do with them, or like.
Well, that's what we're here for, is to help you out, okay? So if you ever want to go over that, just ask me or ask Moose or Do Better or somebody, and we can help you go through it.
Okay.
Yeah,
John,
definitely.
John, do you
Good to
do
meet
you
you,
have
by the way.
anything you want to?
Nice to meet
Sure.
you as well. Thank you.
Oh, just, if anybody's interested, just check out my channel. I like doing like nature photography. I do have a drone that I fly every once in a while. I do have a couple books I've written, that kind of thing. Most of them are for free. They're either like ghost stories or science fiction, that kind of stuff.
Would you like
Variety
to
of
say the
pieces.
name?
What was that?
Would you like to share the name of your books?
They're on, I think, at least I usually pin one of them. I
Okay.
kind of rotate some of them around, and I have links on my page to, I think, was it Smashwords is where I think I have most of them there. They are on Amazon, but I think most of those are not free. But there's also at Barnes and Noble, just like the ebooks and that kind of stuff.
And on Apple Books, I have Apple Books.
Yeah, it's on Apple as well. It's under my real name, which is under. It's like John T. Gaffield, Gaffield is my real name.
Okay.
And so I have that under the books under that on Apple Books and all the other stuff. And I believe they're all free on Apple as well.
Okay. Well, since we've had a really good chat, I'm going to go ahead and end it here, and I'd like to welcome all of you guys, or to come back, okay? Because we're going to do this every week, and it's just like this. We hang out and we just talk about, current events, stuff like that, and what's going on.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to have every one of you back.
Cool, yeah.
Yeah,
Enjoyed
this
it.
was a good
Delighted.
roundtable. You did good today, Roger.
I appreciate it. I
Alrighty.
got to thank Tan too, or Tan. I still
Yeah, I would
want,
like to have more conversation with everybody, get to know
Yeah.
more people.
I'd-
I'm all about actual communication,
but if
not
you-
just this tech stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like when you do these streams, just send maybe a chat out or something like that, and
I can do that.
so I can look
I can do
look
that.
for it and stuff.
Yeah,
like
you
that.
can.
I think,
you can tag me, or send me a Minds chat. Either way.
All
Yeah,
right.
and
Let me
I think
know.
'cause I learned about this one because I think Moose responded to one of my posts, and said that they're streaming here. So like,
Yeah, he replied,
I
tagged me
can
and stuff.
too.
Yeah, I saw you guys were live or online, and I was like, "Oh, dude, you guys are, two good people to bring into the same room," because they were talking about the monetization and stuff, and we were trying to figure out, how everybody could win from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I look forward to some kind of monetization if they're at it. That would be awesome, and it will definitely draw a lot more people.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think it'll be interesting how when they make the switch in October, how the membership kind of deals with that for Minds Plus, and I'm guessing that it's probably not going to go so well, but I'm not sure. But I think maybe if we can kind of maybe at least on our own kind of come up with what our recommendation would be for an alternative,
Yeah.
maybe for next step. You know, when this one kind of goes down in flames, you know, we can help guide it to something.
Well, some people.
I'll be prepared for something.
Right.
Damn, dude. She
John's
just
ready to
We're
like
done wasting all
salute.
our time
See
here
you
and nothing
later.
comes out of it. Let's move on.
You're scaring me, John. Should I
Right.
pull all my money back out?
And I was just about to subscribe. Now I'm like, no mind plus. Okay.
Well, I'm like freaking getting ready to get a new subscription like in 2 days and shit. I'm like, oh hell, I should have listened to John.
I think it'll be. It may not be as bad, but I just don't. I didn't see that many ways to make money on the new system, other than like the boosts and like getting new members to join Minds Plus or something like that. And that's
It's implement a system that they can make money with what's present, not having to have new people. But they were saying that a lot of the people on there are not genuine people, like basically just accounts. So yeah, that would be the issue.
Dead accounts. So
Well, I just found out about mine. And I guess I thought it was June, but I just looked. It was May, but I didn't start. I never really started interacting until June. So it's
Wow.
literally been, what is that, 3 or 4 months for me? And then for you guys to tell me, like, yeah, it's just, I don't know. I take it all in, and I figure out what I do and what's going to be most beneficial.
I've seen mines like go through hell and back multiple times. All right, I
Yeah.
mean, this is a weird freaking website.
I agree, man. So fucking Twilight Zone shit.
It's every time I think I'm gonna give up on this fucking place, I keep getting sucked in. I couldn't tell you how many times I said I'm done with this freaking place. I am done with it. And
Part of it for me is, y'all know what shadow banning is, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's not like hiding your stuff.
Yeah.
It's a whole lot of different little bitty bullshit things that are meant to be to frustrate you individually, because they have deemed you unworthy of their platform.
Yeah.
So they're gonna say,
they're
we're
targeting
gonna make
you.
it hard as we can for this person, so that they get frustrated and they just leave on their own accord.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, oh yeah, you want me to leave?
I'm going to show my face more. Yeah, right.
Right.
It's that stubbornness. That's the only thing that kept me coming back, is I was stubborn.
Yeah, a lot of people have it mistaked about shadow banning. Like, they think it's, they're just hiding my stuff and nobody can see it. No, it's a lot more than that.
Yeah, someone's picking on you, deliberately picking on you and saying, hey, but that's how it is.
And it's not in one specific way. It's a bunch of little bullshit.
Yeah.
And they can brush it off as, it's just a glitch.
Have you been following me, or like I'm just because like you're literally speaking my life right now? Like, that's
Well, I mean, that's why I'm against the downvote. Like they're all preaching for bringing back the downvote, but I know what that's involved. That's just straight up bullying. You know what I mean? It's a freaking,
it don't bother me much. I mean,
but a downvote only is the problem when you saying how you cannot see people. So like the downvote's no big deal.
That's the whole key behind it. You see, YouTube gave up on that whole downvote bullshit because it had absolutely no value, first of all, and second of all, it was people just bullying. I mean, that's all it was. It was, if you wanted to screw somebody up, you just downvote their shit, and then they get less views, and you end up getting screwed. And
you're right.
There's the visibility. I never knew that. I just thought it was.
Well, that's something that they just implemented. So it's a new thing.
So it's like the more downvotes you get from that stuff, the less likely it is you're going to get views. So.
But like, you don't understand how miserable you have to be with your life to literally sit and say, "Hey, let's go out of our way to make sure no one looks at this.
They're like
But then
that.
it also too, it's like that's because it's worth watching.
I
Yeah,
talk
me.
shit. I talk shit to downvoters on YouTube now because I know I can get away with it. I'll be like, "You dumb motherfucker, are you stupid?" I'm like, you have to be one fucking loser to fucking sit and downvote people on a freaking video.
YouTube has gotten to the point of taking 2 days to upload like a 15-minute video for me, 20-minute video. And I have a Patreon as well. And even on there, like I've had videos that I've been attempting to upload since July. And
Yeah.
it's so crazy because the specifics in this video. I mean, like I know I'd probably get some followers, get a couple dollars.
Yeah,
They won't upload.
I'm not gonna exonerate myself about the downvote. I may have done it a few times out of anger, you know what I mean? But I don't freaking. It's very. I can't even remember the last time I did a downvote on anybody. I just. You've got to be one freaking piece of work to just go around downvoting people.
Yeah, the only thing that I would downvote is like the lolly type stuff and any kind of, I don't know.
I just ignore the stuff I dislike unless
Nasty
you
shit.
direct it to me. Like,
I mean,
if you
usually what
direct
I
it
do is
call me, then I say something. But
Yeah, report to.
I report things like spam and all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. Or if someone that harasses, I mean that kind of crosses the line for me. It's like I
Yeah.
have reported people if they, like the first
But
time
if
I
they're all
hear
friends
someone,
with
they're
the
like
people, it doesn't
directly
matter.
attacking me. I'm like, yeah, screw you.
Well, if I report the people and they're all friends with them, or you find out it's them and their aliases and they're on their burner accounts, then it really defeats the purpose because that's what I've encountered. Because in the chat, they were like ridiculously disrespectful for absolutely no reason just because of my presence. And I mean, it was absurd. And I actually spoke upon it. And then it was as if I'm being like, oh, the word is triggered. I'm triggered because I'm asking to be respected. But if the shoe was on the other foot, is it acceptable for me to call it triggered? Absolutely not. And so it was just, I just pulled back and I was just like, look, let me take my breath with Roger.
I personally don't agree with the word triggered, you know what I mean? That kind of goes with the whole safe space shit, you know what I mean? Just say it like it is. It pissed me off. I ain't triggered
But it was
over shit.
disrespectful. It wasn't even a matter of being upset because literally I feel as though if there was not an already to where you feel some type of way, you wouldn't be saying those things. Like you feel the type of way. That's why you're using these words.
I mean, they've got a definition for everything now. I mean, you were triggered. No, you were pissed off. I mean, that's just what it is. People say stuff and freaking, what happens? You have a tendency, I should say that better. I should say, I have a tendency of getting pissed off when people freaking attack me. You know what I mean?
And see, I wasn't even mad because I feel like it's their own ignorance. But at the same time, once you start calling people on their ignorance, now they are quote unquote triggered because how dare you insult me about being an idiot? Well, you are an idiot. What do you want me to pretend you're not? Like, I don't understand. But see, that's how I play on their own intelligence, and that makes me the quote unquote bully.
We can bring that stuff up next week because I think
we've been here
it's
for
getting pretty late for you guys. I know if it's almost 8 o'clock here, it's got to be late where you guys are at.
I'll see
but it's the weekend. But
I mean, if
it's the weekend.
It's not a problem for me.
Ends at 7.
I'm good.
7 EST.
If you guys want to stay on, we can stay on. But I mean,
I'm leaving. I'm going to leave. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm well over my time, but I definitely appreciate the opportunity to chit chat.
Yeah. Well,
cool. Good to meet y'all.
Yeah.
It's definitely nice to meet you.
I think I subscribed to you if I got the channel correctly there. So.
Yeah. Likewise.
Oh yeah, and anybody that's on here, if you guys subscribe, definitely I will be doing the same thing. I tend like every Rogers channel that's been on Rogers, I make sure that I subscribe to because I support Roger heavily. If you guys can show up to our streams, his streams every day.
It's getting where you're gonna be.
Yes.
I'm gonna start calling her like my co-host and shit because she's always there,
She's
man.
so cool. We have so much fun. We talk about conspiracy. We talk about weird, crazy stuff. We talk about robot sex. Name it, we talk about it. So
go.
It's definitely
I love it.
Yeah,
Nice.
We even talk about history and stuff too.
Yeah, I was trying to join last week, and then yesterday I had so much going on. I just got my license back, so I was
cool
crazy. running around.
Gadgets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
finally. Yeah,
That's-
that was huge. It sucks not being able to go around driving, being
Yeah.
able
You
to
said
go
you got
whenever
your
you want.
license back. That doesn't mean you cannot drive. I mean, nothing. I was just saying.
No, yeah, I'm just saying, when I didn't have my license, it sucks so bad not having it.
You have to learn how
Yeah.
to backload. I feel you. I know.
But yeah, man. I mean, if you guys want to keep on going, we can keep on going. I just
No, I've neglected duties and I have stuff to do. But I'll see you tomorrow. You know that.
Okay.
Have a good night,
Cool.
everyone.
You
Right,
too.
take care.
Around too.
Yeah, like tomorrow I'm gonna be doing a topic on gaming and stuff, just games and what kind of current events is going on in there. If you guys ever want to check that out, you know.
Cool.
But,
Send out the link, I guess. So.
yeah. I'll probably-
Sometimes, I'll be busy in the evening. But
Yeah, and tag me.
Yeah, I can tag.
Cool.
Get everybody knowing what's. I'd like to get Retro Cheat on here because, like, I mean, he has done so much support, and I don't even know for sure if it's a he. It could be a female
Yeah,
for all I know.
yeah.
Right, you never know.
it's like when people are anonymous, you really don't know much about them.
Yeah.
But that person, I mean, has done so much since I freaking got involved in like the Mind Plus and stuff. And I like, man, I'll get a comment every once in a while, but that's usually when I tag his name and freaking he answers back. But he's faithful on responding to freaking shares and stuff, and
Mhm.
tags. Like, that's the amazing part about him.
Yep.
But
Cool.
I'll be right back. I gotta run, take care of my business.
All right.
Well, I guess we're gonna go or what's he's How you been, John?
Doing well. So
Yeah. Guess we'll take over the stream.
yeah, just did like a short vacation last weekend. Went up Michigan's Upper Peninsula with my boys, 2 boys and stuff. Been posting a couple pictures like on Minds Plus and stuff there. I did take the drone, but it was like in Pictured Rocks National Lakeshore, and for some reason they wouldn't allow the drones in the park. So
Yeah, they're crazy
it's-
about drones, the different areas, and it's probably not even like a rule. It's just like somebody told somebody, and then they're like, "Yeah, fuck those drones, man."
yeah, probably. It might disturb the wildlife or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just, and like the other thing that pissed me off with that is like I went to like the FAA website or whatever that is, where you can look at the maps, where you can fly the drones, and it was clear there. It was no. I was like, God, it's like these little government agencies don't talk to each other, obviously. I mean, it's a national park or a national lakeshore.
Right.
No,
Doesn't make sense.
you guys are talking about drones and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, using drones. What gets me annoyed about it is like a lot of these people that are pushing like supposed drones that are actually like remote control RCs, I had this one guy that straight out got in an argument with me when I told him my nephew's freaking helicopter RC could do the same functions that freaking the drone I got over the internet did, and it was one of those cheap $35 ones,
Right.
and he's like, well, this is a drone. I'm like, no, it's not, dude. I'm telling you, it's freaking RC. Like, it doesn't get up and go wherever you want it. Like, I can take a drone and I can program it to go around my house and then sit right back down in a certain area and do it over and over again, on my phone. Like, if it can't do that, then it's not a freaking drone.
Yeah.
Right.
So he's trying to tell me, well, you get what you paid for. Yeah, I paid for a freaking RC.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
A
just,
radio-controlled four-propeller flyer.
yeah. My God, that's the only thing that annoys me about them. I got into my my drone thing back when I was wanting to do reviews and stuff, and found out I wasn't good at that. But I am gonna do reviews on these games though, the emulators. I was telling those guys about that. Have you guys gotten into emulators?
No.
You mean like flight emulators or something?
No, like game emulators.
No, I'm not sure what you mean.
Like, you can play the old Mario Brothers games and stuff on
I
an
thought that
emulator.
was what you was talking
Yeah.
about. Yeah, like old 80s and stuff. Yeah, gotcha. Classics.
And
Yeah.
then you got like Xbox 360 games, and
Yeah,
I think
all
they
the
can.
different games. You can emulate them on different platforms. So
when
you could play it on Windows computer or
Yeah.
Linux or whatever.
transfer like your games that are on hard drive or what discs and stuff. You can transfer them onto a ROM, and then take that ROM and put it on an emulator.
Gotcha.
That's the legal way you're supposed to do it. But people don't want to hear that. Like, you get on all those websites and they're like, let me make it clear, I do not condone piracy. You know, like, yeah, right, motherfucker. You, if you want to get this game, go to this website. But I do not condone piracy.
Yeah, I don't really play games. I might play to learn something. Like, they had a mechanic game. Not now, of course, but
They,
before I was a mechanic,
yeah,
it'd be cool to play a game to learn mechanic type stuff. And then maybe to flight simulator. Yeah, I might play
Yeah.
that. Learn how to fly.
now I do the train simulators, and
Oh, cool.
I tried to do what's the other one? Farm Simulator,
Yeah.
Right.
yeah.
and they had one on Steam that was kind of cool. It was kind of like what you're talking about, but it was in beta, and you had to like drive a logging truck and go through like muddy terrain and stuff, and then if you broke
Nice.
down, you had to like open the hood and build the
Find what's
frickin'
going
motor.
on.
Yeah, and that was
Nice.
cool. But they even had it down by the wheel where you had to take the freaking
Yeah,
wheel
when I
off.
was in truck driving, they had a simulator or whatever you want to call it, where you could sit in a mock seat, kind of
Yeah.
like an actual, seat in a truck with the big steering wheel and everything, and
Mhm.
screens all around you. So
I got
That was
mine in Paducah, Kentucky, and they didn't have all that fancy stuff. Them idiots actually let me behind the wheel of a freaking semi truck, man. Okay. And so I'm sitting there and I'm getting off the overpass, and you know those little white sticks that stick up on the side of the freaking interstate?
Yeah.
There's a couple of them that aren't there anymore. Yeah. My trainer's sitting next to me, and she goes, "Do you realize what you just did?" And I was like, "No."
I might have done something similar, but kind of on purpose. I would go whenever I would be bored, and whenever I'd see the big, huge cones, the big barrel-looking deals,
Yeah.
I would wag the trailer, and so the back tire would clip a barrel, maybe 2 or 3. It was hilarious because you'd see the barrels flying off to the side and rolling down.
No wonder why cops don't like truck drivers.
I never did that though.
Yeah.
I would never do anything like that.
I always, I ended up having to give it up because my dad was the truck driver and my brother-in-law was, but I could not handle the long hours. And
Yeah.
it's amazing how long a truck driver can stay awake.
Yeah.
And they always say, we sleep, but I've seen truck drivers go 5 days straight without closing their eyes.
Shit.
That's called meth.
Yeah. Well, they like to call it freaking energy.
Yeah, right.
These are energy
If they're
pills.
staying up 5 days, they're on something.
Yeah.
They're hitting that energy pills and stuff that they got hidden in their glove compartment, And
Yeah, even with energy pills, they're not staying up 5 days, or they're having some
like-
fucking
I'm using my
serious.
fingers as parenthesis points. Okay, so
Okay, got it.
energy.
Yeah, gotcha.
Guys come walking up at you and their eyes are like bulging out and crazy. You know something's up.
Right.
I know they've been over the road for a while, but I had an easier time driving taxi than when I did driving a semi truck, and I hated driving taxi because nobody likes taxi drivers. Nobody.
Right.
I mean, waitresses get paid more than taxi drivers, and they get a lot more respect. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Um,
Taxi drivers got it bad too, man.
Yeah.
They get stabbed and shit.
Yeah.
Robbed.
Like in
Like
bad
that.
neighborhoods, they won't even get out of the car. They'll call you and tell you need to come out to the car on your own.
But folks are starting to try to rob truck drivers more often nowadays too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
They used to do it in New York like it was nobody's business.
Oh, they still do scams, all kind of crazy scams,
Like truck drivers get.
lumper scams, and
Yeah.
I heard of a boot scam lately. There are people going around putting boots on trucks, and
They've got one where you get off on the interstate and you're on the interpass and you're getting ready to turn off onto a road. They will literally run up behind the back of the truck with freaking the breaker or the
bolt cutters and
cutters
stuff.
and just break it off. Start climbing up on the back and throwing shit out the back while you're driving on the road.
Right.
Don't even know what's happening.
Yeah,
Nah, it's crazy.
real crazy.
That's what they started doing in Chicago.
They got some crazy locks.
So
Some of them bolt cutters won't help.
Yeah.
You ain't get to it with a bolt cutter. You better bring a grinder.
I've seen some like videos like in San Francisco, like people doing that to trains, even when they're moving and stuff.
that's,
Jumping on them and throwing shit out and stuff.
I don't understand how they can get away with that. You'd think that they'd have better security on all that with the trains and stuff, but I've actually seen that too.
Yeah.
And they'll have guys that are literally driving right next to where the train track is, and they'll go and pick it up and put it in vehicles. I've seen them use like trucks. And I think I've seen a couple of them use station wagons.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But you
Yep.
you got to be into that whole type of video genre, I guess you call it. Like my dad's real big on the ones where the scammers when they try to call you up.
Right.
But they got these guys on YouTube where they freaking like scam the scammers or some stupid
Yeah.
stuff like that. He just
I mean,
he
my
he'll-
younger son has watched a bunch of those videos. Yeah,
he loves them.
he likes that. I can hear him in his room laughing all the time.
I can't get into all that. That's a little bit
Yeah.
too entertaining for me, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't really watched much of it, but yeah, it's just
They got this one guy. He drives around like staking out hookers and stuff on the street, and then he says this ain't a good neighborhood. And I'm like, well, what the hell are you doing there? Freaking filming freaking hookers on the side of the street, you know? Like, come on. Like, if you're in a bad neighborhood, what are you gonna see? You're gonna see hookers.
yeah.
But he'll go down there with video camera and just sit there and film that stuff all day long.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I hope to be doing a lot more live streaming, but I'm wanting to see a better streaming situation on Lounge.
well, I'd like to at least see how many people are seeing the video. Yeah.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
Like right on the stream. If there's freaking 4 or 5 viewers, even 2, I'd like to know.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right.
You
Yeah.
comment, find my post or I'll tag you.
alright.
And
You
you can
just-
comment about that on top of what I've said needs to be done with the live streaming.
Yeah. I've noticed you subscribe to me. I'll go subscribe back.
No, that's
Cool.
fine. Yeah, because I mean, one thing I can do is like if I get the alert that you're streaming and I'm going to join, I can remind it because I think I have somewhere around like 2,500 subscribers now or something. So getting up there at least.
With me, I mean, it's like I said, you know, I just post, and that's how I've been basically making my money off of the Minds Plus. I don't get caught up in all that other stuff. Like, I gave up on that whole liquidation stuff that Moose was talking about because
Yeah, I never tried that myself. Yeah, I mean, I looked into it for a while and was looking like, you know, it seemed kind of complicated to get
yeah,
into it. Like, you know, because I do have something connected to that, you know, with, you know, like $15 of like Ethereum or something there, but I don't think that was enough, would have been enough to get anything out.
yeah.
But,
No.
yeah, and I think it was closer to 30 when I put it in there. You know, it's, you know, with everything.
First
you
of all,
know,
I'm not gonna be like that and put like $500 into liquidation on Minds. It's just-
Well, the only reason I did that is like I had the 15 or like the 30 or whatever is because I think you needed to put that in, and it's like a gas fee or some crap,
yeah.
and so you need to put money in to be able to get it out. And I never really got around to it, and then before I did anything, the tokens tanked and kind of gave up.
Yeah, that's kind of what's keeping me around, is hoping that the token goes up and I can cash out and then maybe find another platform.
It's like I said, I just went straight for the cash. I don't even play around with the tokens anymore. Like, instead of asking for tokens, I ask for a cash payout,
Yeah.
and that's it. it's better than waiting. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah, that's something I'm gonna start messing with too. Is making a website and funneling people to my website
yeah,
to actually buy physical products, digital products, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I know a guy on YouTube. He's kind of weird, but he goes, his channel goes by Leak Project.
Yeah,
And,
I know.
and
Rust. Is it starts with R.
yeah,
Ross.
yep.
Yeah.
Now he did the same thing, and from what I've heard, or from what I've
No,
heard,
it's Rex. It's
yeah, Rex. Yeah,
That's it,
and
Rex.
and he did real good with that too. And then he was also able to get affiliations with cryptocurrency and the people that help you manage them. So, and buying and selling gold and shit like that. You always see their commercials on TV. That it sounds like he did pretty good doing it that route with the website.
Yeah. He's got a good channel. A lot of
Well-
followers.
Well, he busted his ass. I mean, like, he doesn't tell people lies. He tells you straight up. I mean, the most he's ever made off of YouTube is like $25,000 a year, and that's it. Out of all the people he's gotten, he's made maybe 25,000, and he just took his money, put it into his website, and then started doing everything through his website, and
Awesome.
that's how he actually makes a living. Now he travels all over the country and shit.
Yeah.
He's doing good.
He's doing well.
I used to pick on
He
him all the
deserves
time.
it though. He's really cool channel. Brings a lot of knowledge. Some
I-
weird shit that is like
No,
kind of far fetched. But
Yeah. Remember
But, I don't know.
what did he say
For-
about freaking aliens? Like, you know what causes UFO sightings?
What's that?
It's freaking swamp gas that forms out of Uranus.
yeah.
And he said that, dude, and I was like, that's cool as hell. So
Yep.
I've always liked him. He's a
Yep.
pretty good guy.
Yep.
The only thing that he kind of gets crazy about is those vitamins and stuff, like the energy drinks and
Mm.
Yeah.
nutritional
Yeah.
stuff. That I see a lot of people in his area of videos and stuff go that direction too, where they're big on the health drinks.
Yeah. I mean, you got to do something. You
Yeah.
gotta find some kind of income somewhere.
I mean, he really gets into that stuff.
At least he's not shilling a bunch of unnatural bullshit. Like
Yeah.
he's actually trying to look for things that are more helpful.
Yeah.
So, and not that he's perfect, but
Well,
And
he'll
that he-
even tell you that.
right.
I mean, Rex will tell you. I mean, well, all the time that he's been on the air, man, people freaking have made him out like he was a crazy psychopath. But I mean, he's pulling his channel together, and he's actually doing good for himself. So how can you call him crazy if he's actually getting it right?
Right.
You know, he just sits with comic book characters posted back behind him, and so people can see it on posters, and he just talks. That's all
Yeah.
he does. He does a good job.
Yeah, he does a really good job. Yep.
Well, I
Good on him.
probably should put a little bit more effort into what I've been doing. I got caught up in my video games, and
Are you streaming to any other platforms than mine?
I'm doing this one. I'm doing YouTube. I gave up on Facebook, and I don't do the whole Twitch and well, I sometimes I'll stream on Twitch, but not on a regular basis. Just whenever I want to make a video and download it for editing. But other than that, because like I can't live stream on freaking. This is the way I think. I can't live stream on freaking Minds, for example, even though I can't download it. But just say you can, you know what I mean? Like I can't stream on here and then download it and turn it into an upload.
Right.
In my mind, that's just not right.
Yeah.
Not yet anyway.
Yeah, but I think they have playback now, I believe, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Right, but it's not downloadable.
Yeah,
That's the issue.
that'll probably be another step that they'll need to add at some point.
Right. Which I guess you could make a copy through
Yeah, I do that.
OBS
I do
or
that.
whatever.
Yeah, it's
But
I'm
Yeah, you
streaming.
kind
and,
of screen grab it or whatever you call it there.
yeah, I'll just hit record on my
yeah,
OBS.
screen record or while you're streaming,
Mhm.
just record it.
Yeah.
Now, if you guys want a copy of this, I can send it to you too. Like I've got
Cool.
a copy of it. I'll post up my my Google Drive account, and if you want it, I can set up
Well,
a thing for it. So,
Nice.
and,
Alright.
that's what I tell everybody when I do it. If you guys want a copy of it to put on yours, go for it.
I think you might, if it's under like 10, I want to say 10 gigabytes is the file size for sharing within the Minds chat.
Uh-huh.
So
Well,
you can
Download,
also,
though.
right, you could share files
That's
within
what I'm
Minds
saying.
chat. That
Oh.
way you could just download it from Minds chat.
Yeah.
You could just share it in a room. That way everybody has access to it. That way you don't have to. Or Google Drive works too.
You
But,
put it on Google Drive and just let you download it straight from there.
right.
I think with Google Drive, it might limit the number of people that can download it. But
Yeah.
Right. And I was going to say, yeah, some people don't do mess with Google at all. So
Yeah.
maybe the Minds chat
I'd
might be
love
better.
I'd love to give that up, but like the closest thing I've seen that can compete with that is freaking a chat thing that they have available on the internet, and I just took it off my computer, I believe, but it's called Rainbow. And like you can actually share files back and forth. And other than that, I've like I think they took Dropbox off of Google too. Like you can't use that anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
No more Dropbox, huh?
I looked at that the other day. I think it was.
I know there's Mega Upload.
yeah, I've heard of that. I think that's based in like Australia or something, I believe.
And but yeah, I'll share it with you guys if you want it. Just
Sweet.
let me know
Sure.
on there. And
I'm
I'll-
good on it, but yeah. Thanks for that. I'll let you know if I ever do need one.
Okay.
I probably don't need a copy, but
And on my topics, I usually post what topic I'm doing each week on my profile on the general chat.
Yep.
Sometimes I do it, and then I have my own chat room for it, which is
Right.
streaming with Roger Hansen.
Yeah, I'm on that.
And if you guys want to, stop in and talk about that topic, it's usually every day at 5. So,
okay.
and
Cool.
I try to keep it as balanced as I can, because I don't want, to have an entire week of talking about paranormal stuff or, I've been trying to get the whole history thing going on, where people are into history and want to do that.
Yeah, unfortunately, like, the algorithms are more tuned to niche type genres.
Yeah.
So if you can figure out a niche, that will probably work to your advantage until we find a way to break that cycle.
Well, the one thing about niches is that I've learned with YouTube. You know what my gaming YouTube is really good at? It's just going in and killing a lot of shit. Okay. So what I do is I make a video of a video game, and all I show is like if I'm in a group of zombies, I show myself just chopping these zombies up into little pieces. If I'm doing Call of Duty, the only thing they see is me killing a whole bunch of freaking enemies, and you know they focus on that stuff and they like it. So, and then what I found out too is like fail videos. People love fail videos, like where I actually die. You know, they love that more than the actual game. Like seeing somebody die over and over again.
Weird.
Yeah, it's just that's the closest I could get when it comes to a niche.
Yeah.
They're really hard to pick up on.
Yeah.
Other than I'm trying to make it more of a variety channel than focused. I don't want like gaming on just, you know, Call of Duty or Minecraft or anything like that. I want it
Right.
variety.
Yeah, I'm the same way. So I haven't found my niche either. So, because I don't really want a niche. I want to be doing what I do, and that's what I do. It's not because, you know, I don't want to be
classified
put into a box. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
because they'll do that. They'll do that quick as shit. All of a sudden, you're the guy who freaking knows everything about freaking Blender.
Yeah. This is not what I expected with my life.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like, have you ever gotten into Blender?
I've used both.
I little tried it, and I don't have the operating system for it, or the hardware.
I've used Blender and Daz 3D to create some of the book covers for some of my novels and that.
Yeah.
So
there's
I know enough to get around and do what I need to do. I'm not that great. I think my 16-year-old son has probably done a lot more with it. He's made some videos and that kind of stuff. But.
Have you ever heard of the Donut Guy?
The Donut Guy?
Yeah. He regrets it to this day because his biggest hit on Blender was teaching people how to make a donut.
Right, I got you. Yeah.
That was like 7 years
donut,
ago,
bro.
Yeah, 7 years ago, and he's known as the Donut Guy.
Yeah, there are a lot of good videos on YouTube for how to use Blender. I'm watching a bunch of those. I haven't done it for a while, but yeah. It's kind of fun. I had to upgrade my PC when I started working on that stuff because I needed to add a video card and stuff like that because I couldn't even run it. But
yeah,
it was worth it.
I just got Blender back again, and I needed to have a GPU, and my CPU has to be 8 cores. Like, I can't use a quad core to do it like I used to before. And
next time I come up with around $3 or $4 grand, I'm gonna get me a nice rig. See what I can do with some computing skills. I've never ever had a actual computer beyond like my capability.
Yeah. Well, I'll be satisfied with a 36 core CPU if I can. You know what I mean? I'm
I
pretty
was
sure.
I was satisfied with like 24,
Yeah,
but 36 would be great. Yeah.
that'd be great. Just do it like that. Maybe that's it. Not have to worry about it. You know.
Yeah.
And because if you get that, you're good to go. I mean, they're
Well, I
really
mean, a good graphics card would be good to have too, but
yeah.
yeah.
But you can split up, like on Blender, they have a capability now where you can split up each task to each separate core.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's some pretty cool shit.
And then
Yeah.
you got multiple threads and
Yeah.
crazy.
I mean, I really want to check that out someday.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I feel like a
But yeah,
newborn.
around 3 to 4 grand, I think would be a good rig to last me 3, 4, 5 years maybe.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Jesus.
Oh, they keep increasing everything like pretty quickly there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of like, as I said, like younger son was in the Blender, and I think there's even like some graphic cards that are sitting around here that are better than the one I have in here, but they're just sitting around. You know, so he's got a better one in his computer.
That's my
I
son.
mean, I don't have. I mean, the thing that's holding me back is I don't have a power supply to use it and stuff, and it doesn't have all the other connections, so I'd have to get a whole new box and stuff to use it. But
Yeah. My son, he thought he was like the shit and everything, moved back in with me. He had his computer and everything. He started talking up about I need to do this and I need to do that. I started breaking down the chassis and freaking putting this new computer together, and his freaking jaw just dropped. He's like, "Oh my god, you're like 50 years old. How do you know this shit?" Yeah. I'm like, dude, come on, you know, because around him, most I've ever done was like take the older, you know, regular computers and just like fix them and stuff like that. But he didn't think I could do like 8-core CPU with a GPU. I even wanted, you know, he got mad at me because I didn't want to overclock it. Like, you know, I ain't doing that shit.
yeah,
I'm not a freaking teenager. You know, I'm gonna overclock it. And he's got games where, like, they'll screw up on him, and it's because his computer's overclocked and it keeps freaking leaving freaking graphics out. So like, the characters in his games have like black bodies, and you can still see the clothes, but no, like a shadow. And I'm like, you know what that's caused from, don't you? And he goes, shut up. That's overclocking right there.
yeah.
And they all think
Yeah,
they
you
can
gotta
do
be
it.
careful with that overclocking stuff, though.
Yeah, I know my son was looking into that. I think even when he was 14 and stuff like that. I mean, he's like built his own PCs and stuff like that, where he like put the processor on the motherboard and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I had
Paste and
a,
all that crap. I mean,
I had
he's
a mining
gone
rig.
beyond what I would do myself.
I had a
Yeah.
mining rig, and I would overclock it, and it would do better for a little while, but it would be more unstable and
Yeah.
break down a lot more frequently. So I just stopped overclocking it, and it puts a lot more stress and power on it. So
Yeah.
it's not worth it, really.
I don't feel like hurting my computer like that, because like you literally do like gain a relationship between you and your computer. You know what I mean? I've tried not to admit that, but after a while you have to admit it. I mean, like if something was to happen to my computer, I'd have a heart attack. I'd fall to pieces, because we've been through a lot, you know.
Yeah.
And I couldn't do that to it.
Well, man, it's been real cool talking.
Yeah.
I'm,
That's what I was getting ready to say too. It's,
Yeah.
it's
Good
getting
time.
up there.
It was great talking to you guys, and
Good catching up with
nice
you,
talking
John.
with you, Roger and Chris.
I'm
Good to
glad
meet
that
you,
you
Roger.
guys stuck it
Glad we
out.
brought into here.
Yeah, if you're gonna keep doing this, I'll stop by more often.
All right.
Yeah, I will too.
All right.
Fun.
I appreciate you guys being here. I mean, this was a big surprise to me. I was surprised we filled up the room like we did.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is pretty amazing.
Yeah, Moose tagged me. I was like, yeah, I got
Same
time.
here.
I'll check it out. I actually been wanting to stop by here anyway. So sweet.
We got to get
Glad I got to know
Robot.
you.
We got to get Robot in here, man.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
He just stopped showing up. He came in for a couple, but I'd love to have him in here talking with us because he gets crazy.
Yeah, y'all tag me if anybody's like mentioning me or wanting to have a chat or whatever.
All right.
I wouldn't mind jumping in.
Okay.
Sweet.
Sounds good, guys.
Talk
Later.
to you guys later.
Peace.
See ya.
There we go. That was excellent. I will end this now.